Oh, by the way, speaking of WoW, in Season of Discovery, look at this, guys. People are already mob tagging in solo
I forgot.
self-found. That's right, guys. They're cheating. Who could have expected this?
Mob tag self-found. It seems those self-found hardcore players are taking advantage of the mob tagging system to achieve level 60 in the new self-found
Wow.
mode. Mob tagging became prevalent throughout official hardcore, and it looks to be the meta for easy low risk leveling and self-found. It's okay. This is the main reason why I never really bothered covering SF. Level 60.
Yeah?
Okay. Okay. Guys. The first thing is, why would you cheat in a mode that's supposed to be self-fulfilling? You're only cheating yourself. Okay, we've talked about that.
I think that Blizzard made a mistake by, I mean, not really. It's like, it's probably just a setting. But like solo self-found, it's like you think about concentric circles of people that it's actually even there for. Like, who the fuck really cares about solo self-found? Nobody cares about it. Nobody actually was interested in this. The only reason people talked about it was because streamers were getting handouts.
Covered it.
Like everything else?
Since players
Nobody
are going
gives
to
a
cheat
shit.
the achievement like
True.
this, if you're Blizzard, what do you do? My suggestion, and I've said this many times, is a very simple one. You ban... Okay, no, sorry. I was thinking about the gold selling solution. I've talked about that one a lot too. You ban the people that buy the gold. That's not what we're talking about.
He's right.
For mob tagging, what you do is if you are attacking a spider, and the spider has 100% life, and you do 20% of the damage, and then someone comes up and does the other 80%, that means you would get 20% of the XP. Because you did 20% of the damage. Now, if you're in a group with someone else, yeah, you would split the XP like normal. But I'm talking if you're ungrouped, you do 20% of the damage, you'd get 20% of the XP. If you do 80% of the damage, you'd get 80% of the XP. You do 100% of the damage, you get 100% of the XP. Right? And now, the first thing that people usually say to this is like, well, someone could grief you by killing the mob. Yeah. And that's true.
Nah, that would be irritating. Can you could just imagine being like level 20 and like trying to roll a new character and somebody just AoE wipes the mob?
But
no.
that's also already true. Because if you're a level 1 grinding on spiders, you could have a level 60 come up and at 99% every time, and you would get 0 XP, and like, yes, you can already grief.
And knowing World of Warcraft, that is exactly what the fuck would happen, man. That is right spot on, because WoW players are a majority, I don't want to say like degenerate, but they thrive off of other people. Like their misery.
Yes, don't do that. Don't be that guy. You can
It's World of Warcraft, they're going to be that guy. 100%.
already do that.
I do think it'd be easier. I don't think that Blizzard needs... So, like, this is one thing that I think Blizzard does a lot, is that they contrive the game in order to make it fair, and they end up making the game worse in the process of making it fair. I am very much against that. If you want to cheat in solo self-found, nobody really gives a fuck if you got to level 60 solo self-found in classic WoW. You're not going to put this on your resume. Nobody that isn't balding even knows what this is. Like, nobody gives a fuck. So if you have people that are cheating the game and they're doing these goofy little methods, just let them do it. Who cares? Like, I would hate to see the game be made slightly worse because the Blizzard is trying to micromanage the dozens of players that are playing solo self-found, so they completely change the mob experience calculation rate. Like, this seems like a massive mistake to do. I understand what Zaryu's saying, and if they had specific servers for it, I think his argument would make a lot of sense. But the truth is that there are always going to be ways that you can take advantage of having other players help you. And this fixation that, like, classic WoW players especially have on trying to make this easy game into something that's taken seriously as a gaming accomplishment is the most misguided and sad thing I've seen in the last probably 5 years. Because Classic WoW is an easy game made for babies. So why not just let it be an easy game made for babies that's fun and enjoyable and it feels good to play? Like, why is it always, like, why does it have to, like, feed the ego of some 40-year-old man?
Esports, it's not gonna, no.
Like, what is this? Like, why can't the game just be fun? It's like Dark Souls is a good example of this. Or, you know, Grand Blue Relink. Like, are there ways that you can cheat fights and you can make things easier? Yeah, there are. And, like, you know, you can use these different combos and you can make your character way more powerful. But does that take away the accomplishment that people have whenever they beat the game? No, it doesn't. And so just, like, stop trying to design and like, fix the game around, like, 5% of 5% players. Stop doing this. Stop worrying about it. If somebody wants to cheat the mode, who cares? It's I don't know. Am I crazy? Yeah. Am I crazy? Like that's the way I see it. It's like WoW was never made to be a solo. It was never made to be a hardcore game, a one life game, and it was never made to be played solo self-found. That's not the way the game was designed. So if you change the game to reward players and make this like a functionality in the game, you will probably make the game worse in the process, because that is not the fundamental function of the game.
Yeah, that's literally every game. Every time they try to change it, like the finals right now. How do I... They always end up fucking it up. I don't know how. Stream, I don't know. You can stream on Montana Gun Trader? That is nutty. That is nutty. I need to change my... Hold on real quick. I know there's just one person watching, but like, I think I'm gonna do some like firearm reviews and stuff. I'm pretty sure if I just look at pictures of it, because I'm in Montana, that it wouldn't really matter on Twitch or anything like that. Yeah, redirect me. That's what I was trying to do. But I need to change some information on this real quick, so I'll just keep playing this. Okay.
That would be lame. But yeah, I think this would instantly solve the problem. You do 50% of the mob's life, you get 50% of the XP.
It wouldn't, because you'd still have people that are killing quest mobs for you, for example. So like, all this would solve is it would make it to where you can't do mob grinding in the way that you can now. You would still have people that would have, you know, oh, you want to go kill Lieutenant Fangor. Okay. Well, you have somebody escort you over there, you tag Lieutenant Fangor, they kill it for you, and then you still loot the paw. So, like, there's always going to be a way that somebody is going to cheat the system and get over on the system. You see what I'm saying?
That was
like,
my telephone
trying
number.
to stop
Holy
people
shit.
from cheating the system will just make the game worse. This is what, like, for example, like, the last time they tried to do this was in, like, BFA, right? Where they were like, okay, well, we're going to add an AoE cap, and we're going to make it to where, like, you can't, you know, you don't have a count-wide Azurite necklace. And it's, like, all of these, like, restrictions to try to, like, fucking handicap, like, 0.1% players. So, like, everybody has to play with ankle weights on because some people are trying to fuck around and do something like, oh, my God, they're going to clear the raid in 6 days instead of 7. Whoa, my God, let's change the whole thing. Shut it down. What is this? What are we doing? What the fuck? It's crazy.
70% of the mob's life, you get 70% of the XP. If you're in a group, nothing changes. Easy clap, right? I think that's what Blizzard should do to solve this issue. Is it a very high priority? Probably not, because...
Somebody says we just needed a full server with rule set. No, you didn't. You don't even think. You think what happens whenever somebody gets to 60 on the self-found server? What do you think happens? Then they start selling mob tagging. Because it's the best way. Like, guaranteed, they're selling the carries then. You're not even thinking. You have to think about what people are going to do. You add a fucking server for this, the same thing happens. That's what I was saying. This is a never-ending problem. Please, think about it. Stop thinking about what would work.
Oh boy, he is He's been saying the same thing for like 10 years, and it's just still not crazy enough. I can't even put that on stream. That has all my information on it. I can, however,
work and start
this.
thinking about what would happen if I did this. Like, what is the cause and effect? Because you're just thinking about the cause. You're not thinking about the effect. Think about the effect.
Is, you know, how many people are actually playing this and how many people are actually cheating. I mean, it's very low on the priority list, right? But
Yeah.
if it was me, that's probably what I would aim for, because it would instantly fix the problem. Cool.
It would not. It would not.
Mob.
People would still sell carries for killing the mobs for the quests. They would still sell carries for elite quests. They would still sell anything that they possibly could. They would sell kills for mobs that are hard to kill. There are so many different ways that you can take advantage of this system. Like, and also self-found. It's not solo self-found. So then people could do a dungeon with you and just pass you the loot. This is, you know, this is like a fucking Russian nesting doll of exploiting. And the only way you win is putting all the dolls together and throwing it in the garbage and saying, if you don't want to fucking do this legitimately, then be a fucking cheater, cheat the game, I don't give a fuck.
Every
you can
game ever.
download the Elden Ring mod that literally turns you into an attack helicopter that blows up every boss with a nuclear bomb. And if you want to play through the whole game that way, that's totally fucking fine. But that doesn't mean that they have to change the entire way. Like, oh, bosses can't take this much damage in one hit now. Like, what are we doing? Why are we even thinking about these top 0.01% like exploiters, cheaters? Who cares? It's crazy. Is that actually a thing? Yeah, it is. I think it's actually like a B2 bomber or something like that. But yeah. I don't know. Am I off base with this? I think that, like, this is just, again, as somebody who's been a WoW player for 15 years, I played WoW for 15 years. I know that anything that Blizzard puts in the game, players will exploit. They will cheat. And you know what? That's okay. Stop making the game worse to prevent 5 cheaters. It's like, for example, Blizzard completely changed the way that Dark Moon satchels work. They used to not be account bound. Or sorry, not be soul bound. And so what I did, let me see, do I have a video of this? This is actually really fucking funny. Ah, fuck. So basically what I had people do is I had everybody make a character, a level 1 character on my server, and I gave them 1 gold. And I had them go to the Dark Moon Fair and do all of the missions for me, and then turn in the missions and then give me the bags so I could open up the bags and get this get the tickets out of the bags. And I got the mount, the, you know, like the Dark Moon dirigible, like the big Zeppelin mount. I got that on day 1. And you know how? By exploiting. And you know what Blizzard did? They fixed it. Why the fuck did you fix this? There's 17 people that are gonna do this. You're devoting time to handicapping 17 people? Where's the proportional response? Like, what about the rest of the game? Why have you made the game more annoying in order to prevent people from doing something stupid? And this is what I think.
The only reason that any of them ever do that, and this is what I, honest to God, think World of Warcraft has been doing, is they're doing things to intentionally mess with the player base so that they talk about the game. It has to be. There's no other actual reason for it. What's up, Cremis? I have to add these to YouTube too. I forgot about the emotes. Bruh. Why this? I don't remember this being like this.
WoW has done for, like, I'm not fucking kidding you, ever since Legion. Ever since Legion, WoW has been focused more about being fair than being fun. And that's why Classic WoW is so good. Is because it's not fair, but it's fun. I don't know how I got this mad about a 2-minute clip. I know Zaryu was really excited about Soul Southbound. I think that, I mean, again, I'm not really the target audience for it. I get that, you know, he's Yeah, different audience, right? I like Zaryu a lot. I'll link you guys the video. He's a great guy. I don't think this would have solved it, though. I really don't. New servers wouldn't have solved it. Nothing would solve it. People are always going to find a way to get around the system. Just try to make a system and give people the ability to feel good about it rather than trying to, like, micromanage it. Yeah, bro, like, ever since the OG Wreck Bomb, Blizzard moves quick. Nah, there are a lot of, like, really dumb bugs that were in the game for years. They can't do anything about gold stars, boosters, destroying capital cities. Yeah. You speculate why Blizzard devotes energy into mood issues like that? The reason why is because Blizzard receives a feedback loop from high interest and high engagement players, like high level arena players and high level raiders, because a lot of the people that work at Blizzard used to be high level arena players and high level raiders. So they know, like, they're basically talking to people in the top 0.1%, and they're making responses and changes to the game based off of that feedback. And, like, you think about how much different somebody who does arena all the time, what their viewpoint on the game is. It's an echo chamber. Yeah, I think so. Zaryu's kind of over WoW. I'm really happy to see Zaryu playing other games. Zaryu's playing, like, getting over at climbing game.
Nice.
I'm great. I think that's great that he's doing that. I think Zaryu's amazing. Like, he's a great streamer. I like him a lot.
What is this?
If you grew up during the 90s or the early 2000s, there's an extremely high chance that you watched some of Dan Schneider's shows. It was like impossible to avoid. It would be like trying to dodge raindrops during a thunderstorm. Dan Schneider during this period was the king of children's television programs. He made some of the most influential productions like Drake and Josh, The Amanda Show, iCarly. His resume is just stacked with tons of shows that I imagine meant a lot to many of you growing up. And make no mistake, you meant a lot to the creator of these shows as well. Well, not so much you, but your feet certainly did. The creator of these shows is a monstrous foot fetishist, Dan Get in the Van Schneider. He is a vile, creepy, disgusting human being, and this has been known for years. However, a new docuseries just dropped really diving into this subject matter and putting a spotlight on it in a way that hasn't previously been explored. It's called Quiet on Set. Now, if you don't know what Dan looks like, here's a nice picture of him here. He looks like he was made in the Dragon's Dogma 2 character creator.
Facts.
And Dan Schneider has become the face of Quiet on Set. However, it actually explores more than that. It's like a whole deep look at all of the horrible things that were going on during these Nickelodeon productions. It's more than just Dan, but he obviously plays a central role here because he made these shows. He was the head honcho of most of this. And he was well aware of some of these terrible and downright criminal...
Excuse me.
things that were going on behind the scenes on some of these shows. And the reason I mention the foot fetishism off rip here is because that was one of the first things that people really caught on to in the public eye. After Dan's glory days at Nickelodeon, people started to pick up on how odd it was that a lot of these children's shows had an emphasis on feet. Pretty frequently, it was a common thread throughout a lot of these shows, like feet humor and having these child actors and actresses displaying their feet. And in 2013, one of the shows Dan worked on, Sam and Cat, actually ran a competition where kids were supposed to submit pictures of their feet to them. Like, that's weird. No matter how you spin it, that's a
super fucking
really
weird
thing to request from your audience of children, to take pictures of their feet for you. That's just downright creepy and wrong. I can't believe that.
And the fucking crazy part is that we were all kids, so nobody paid any mind to it. And then, you know, parents weren't watching what we were watching, so.
Tweet is still up, by the way, over a decade later, and no one thought to delete that. That is impressive. But anyway, people started to pick up on Dan's fixation with stompers, and it seemed like his fetish was bleeding into his work, and he was having the children unknowingly participate in it by having them display their feet. That's what it seemed to a lot of people, so it was obviously very concerning, so people did more and more digging. They found more and more evidence of Dan being an awful piece of shit behind the scenes with a lot of shady things going on there, and it just led to this reputation that people for years have known that Dan blows loads to toes Schneider is not a good person. And now, Quiet on the Set has released, and so much information has come out, not just about Dan, but about that entire Nickelodeon workplace around these child stars. Arguably the largest piece of new information that dropped during this docuseries was the sexual abuse of Drake Bell by someone named Brian Peck. So, Brian Peck was a coach at Nickelodeon whom was sexually abusing Drake Bell, and he was actually convicted in 2004. He spent 16 months in the slam.
Arrested on August 19, 2003 for lewd conduct with a minor, being initially charged with 11 counts. March 2024, on the investigation discovered documentary Quiet on Set, the dark side of kids TV. Nickelodeon star Drake Bell, whom Peck worked with on the Amanda Show, was revealed to be his victim in 2004. Peck was convicted of 2 counts and was sentenced to serve 16 months in prison as registered as a sex offender. 16 months? Dude got a year and 4 months? That's it? After his release, he was hired to work on the Disney Channel teen sitcom The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. He did voiceover work for 3 episodes, but was later fired after Disney Channel executives learned of his conviction. His voice line and on-screen credits were replaced. He was never on set nor interacted with the show's cast or crew. That is insane. That is really insane. What? That's fucking nuts. And you know what? The craziest thing is, what is it, like, was it a year, 2 years ago? The entire fucking world turned on Drake. Like, the world turned on him, and he was this big piece of shit, and fucking Josh wouldn't talk to him for a while. But now that this has come out, everybody just wants to pretend like they didn't shit on him for like an entire 8 months. That's crazy. Wow.
Slammer, and then immediately upon release, landed a job with Disney. If that doesn't show just how rotten to the core this industry is, I don't know what will. There is deep-seated evil in Hollywood. He went to jail for lewd acts with a minor. He is a sex offender, a convicted sex offender, and he immediately got a Disney Channel job working on The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. What the fuck? That's mind-bogglingly evil. Like that's not just irresponsible, that's malicious. It's not like they just made some kind of mistake where they put a sex offender in a role where he works almost exclusively with children. It's not like they made a whoops-a-daisy, they just happened to overlook that he's a sex offender. They knew. They would have to know, and they still hired him for that role regardless. That's scary. That's terrifying. They're actively enabling a fucking sex offender to potentially prey on more children. Drake also described that when he went into court, Brian Peck had the support of some very powerful and familiar faces. There were 41 character letters written to the judge asking for leniency for Brian Peck. 41 letters of support from industry personnel that were trying to get a lighter sentence for Brian Peck, even knowing that he is guilty of the crimes for which he is about to face the punishment, asking for a more generous sentence. These weren't just 41 pieces of toilet paper with nonsensical scribblings on it from nobodies. These were 41 character letters that were submitted by industry personnel, some of whom were high up on the food chain, so these things carried weight, and they're advocating for someone who is guilty of sexually abusing a child. Holy shit. They just viewed it as not a big deal, I guess. Listen, Judge, I understand Brian Peck diddled a child. Who at Nickelodeon hasn't? Are you really gonna throw him away or put him away and throw away the key for that? What about season 3 of Drake and Josh? What actually matters here? Let's think about that. Like, this is crazy to me. It almost stops being surprising learning that Brian Peck landed a job at Disney right after his 16 months in prison for this crime, because it seems like that entire industry just does not give a fuck about the safety of kids to begin with. So like I said, Quiet on Set isn't just about Dan Schneider and all of the awful things that he has done. It's about how awful that entire industry itself is. But once again, Dan Schneider does still play a large role in this docuseries, highlighting the bad workplace and environment that he would cultivate, the weird shit that would go on in like the writer's room and the way he'd treat some people, just a whole plethora of different bad stuff. And in response to all of this, Dan Schneider himself actually stepped out from the shadows, leaving his little gopher's hidey hole and addressing it head on in one of the most painfully scripted and staged apology video interviews I've ever seen.
Hey, it's Boogie. I played T-Bo on Nickelodeon's iCarly. I got a chance to watch the Quiet on Set program, and I reached out to Dan to see if it was something that he'd be willing to discuss. I'm pleased to say that he said yes. Dan, how are you?
I'm okay.
The interview is not conducted by a professional. It's conducted by a former actor in one of Dan Schneider's shows, and he is not equipped to handle something like this. This is the biggest load of baloney. Like, this is just some straight up fucking malarkey. There is no pushback from Boogie on anything in this interview at all. It's just strategic softballs designed to give Dan Schneider some kind of sympathetic PR win here, where he comes out of this looking better, where he comes out of this like not the bad guy. It's so deplorable that they'd even try something like this with a straight face. I think it is extremely transparent what this is, and I'm happy to say pretty much everyone saw straight through this. This did not give Dan Schneider the dunk I think he was expecting it to. This did not make him look any better in the public's eye. It actually just made it look even more sinister that he was able to, it seems, pre-prepare this interview to mitigate the potential fallout from the docuseries airing.
Let's talk about the misogynist.
Okay.
Watching the content yesterday, it was disturbing.
It was wrong. It was wrong that I ever put anybody in that position. It was the wrong thing to do. I'd never do it today. I'm embarrassed that I did it then. I apologize to anybody that I ever put in that situation.
Dan, talk to me about the writer's room. From what I saw, not cool.
No, and I don't mean to cut you off, but if I can cut right to the chase, let me just say, no writer should ever feel uncomfortable in any writer's room, ever, period, the end, no excuses.
It starts with what's supposed to be this moment of taking accountability. Dan Schneider's just point blank apologizing and, holding himself accountable for the sins of the past type. Except he's really not. Like, these aren't things that you just, hand wave away with, a simple apology. A lot of what was reported is, unforgivable bad shit. There's really no way of apologizing for the things that Dan Schneider has done and also been accused of.
Whoops.
So it's just, it feels so fucking insincere. And Dan Schneider got away with it, and it seems will continue to get away with it. So he loses nothing by doing something like this, which just makes it frustrating to see him parade around pretending like he cares now all of a sudden. It's extremely easy for him to just be like, oh yeah, that was bad. I feel bad for that. Oh, what a regret. Yep, not good. It's just, I would have liked if the interviewer was someone that would legitimately dive into a lot of these things and actually press him on a lot of these things. This interview never even addresses the things that people want to hear from Dan on, such as the sexualization of the children in those shows. Even outside of all the foot stuff, Dan included some very inappropriate things in his programs, such as Ariana Grande milking a potato.
What?
And then another scene with her getting splat.
The fuck does that mean? I need context. Cat's random thoughts. Can I just, is there just the video of what the fuck? Here, let's see. Is that this?
Become pretty popular. I created a special beginning with a theme song and everything. I wrote and produced this myself. Juice from a potato. I wonder if I pulled my hair back in a ponytail and then rubbed honey all over my face and then stuck my face in a big bowl full of popcorn. What would my face look like when it...
What the fuck?
Ash with water and shit. All of it was very unacceptable and seems to sexualize the child actors and actresses in his productions. And that was never even brought up in this interview. So this interview just, it doesn't have any real substance to it. It is legitimately just a scripted PR play from Dan.
I cut it. I want my shows to be popular. I want everyone to like. The more people who like the shows, the happier I am.
Yeah.
So if there's anything in a show that needs to be cut because it's upsetting somebody, let's cut it.
So I think it's big for you to say with your work, if it's viewed as that today, you don't have a problem.
Cut it. Cut it.
I mean, that's a solution.
The last thing I want to ever do is put any content in a show that's going to upset my audience and make them want to turn off the TV. Why would I ever want to do that?
That makes sense.
This is him addressing a question that Boogie asked about. Like,
I gotta pee. I gotta piss real bad. What's up, big guy?
We're gonna make more YouTube videos for guns. I'll be right back. You don't need to move. Don't need to get out. Whew. Oh, baby, you are beautiful. I'm gonna have to make a video on this bad boy soon.
Yeah. Right. All right, let's check it out. Holy wow.
like inappropriate jokes in there without getting too deep into the weeds, just a broad subject of some of these jokes have aged poorly and people look at them as inappropriate for a child audience. How do you respond? The most softball way of asking this question, mind you, and his response was, cut it, just get rid of it, I don't want it in the show, if it's aged bad and it makes people uncomfortable or, you know, this and that, cut it. And Boogie's like patting him on the back for it, like, oh my goodness, wow, that's so benevolent, what a great solution, yeah, that makes sense. What the fuck? It's so easy for him to say that now, but it doesn't take away the fact that you filmed it. If you cut Ariana Grande milking a potato type shit, if you cut some of the foot stuff that you included in there, it doesn't change the fact that you still had the child actors and actresses doing that shit and were sexualizing them. It still happened. That's still bad. Cutting it from the final product doesn't erase what you did. It's so frustrating that there's no pushback on any of this in the interview. He just gets to let him say his piece and then get applause for it. It's so stupid.
And when Drake and I talked and he told me what had happened, I was more devastated by that than anything that ever happened to me in my career thus far. 41 of those people wrote letters for Peck, character letters, praising him for who he was and asking for leniency, and they knew that he was guilty. They knew he had confessed to some degree, and they still did this. But Drake's mom, a lovely woman who I stay in contact with this day, she came to me at the time, and she said, "Would you help me with my speech for the judge?" And I said, "Of course," and I did.
Dan Schneider's fishing for the Nickelodeon's Kid Choice Award
Yeah,
for the
right?
best fake crying. It feels super forced and super insincere. Him tearing up while talking about this story. This is him talking about the Drake and Brian Peck case, where he mentions 41 people wrote those letters and it baffled him, and then Drake's mom actually asked him to help her write her piece, which he did. And that leads me to a question of, if you knew all this, why didn't you back up Drake Bell? The way it's described, Brian Peck had all of these people in his corner, but Drake really only had his mom and his brother. Why weren't you more involved then? Like, I imagine that could have been extraordinarily helpful. But regardless, this interview doesn't do anything to change my perception of Dan Schneider, or anyone else's, really, I imagine, because it's still nothing. This isn't really an interview, it's just a PR piece, disguised as an interview. It's just more despicable garbage here. But yeah, anyway, I wanted to talk about this a little bit. Again, the docuseries is called Quiet on Set. It's out now. And, yeah, just kind of wanted to go over it a little bit. That's it. So, yeah.
You'd think that a YouTuber caught in predatory behavior and
Oh yeah, no, I can't sit here and watch just a whole fucking whole video about predators over and over. Like, God, what is up with Jesus, dude? Yeah, I don't know. Like, if you do if you do Minecraft content or like Roblox as a grown ass man, it's a bit weird. Like, it's honestly a bit weird. Like, it's strange. Hey, Moon. I was just watching some YouTube videos, and I'm looking at my old Firearm channel. So I'm updating this YouTube channel because this is a gaming one. And then back when I do you know that I used to that I was developing and testing firearms for companies here in Montana? I don't think you did. I think that's when I stopped gaming, and like right when I got here. You did not? Oh, you gotta check this out. Hold on. I don't want to watch any more groomer stuff. Like, oh my god, that Drake Bell and like the Dan Schneider shit. Like, how were we kids watching Nickelodeon and all of that foot fetish shit? And like, I just looked at the Ariana Grande milking a potato thing. Like, our parents really didn't give a fuck or watch what we watched. Yet we're over here telling like parents not to like have iPad kids. You know how insane that is, you know? But anyways, no, so this is I'm gonna start this channel back up. Yeah. We're that cool. So I used to test weapons for Rogue Firearms down here, Sig Sauer, and a few other things. And this was like a little side project that I was doing. And so I think I'm going to start this up because this thing's brand new. But I went and bought this, so like, I don't know, I get like these whims where I've got to go like grab new stuff, which Twitch, I am not brandishing this in any aggressive fashion, so hop off me. But it's a semi-automatic 12 gauge, so it holds 8 rounds, and this just came out, and surprisingly shotguns are never expensive, but this is a rather expensive for a shotgun. It was like $440. So I was like, you know what, they're brand new. I threw my side-mounted optic on it, so you know you can turn it sideways. You know, it's a little easier to aim around corners and clear everything. But the reason why I got it is because the old boy Noah over at Extreme Tactical threw this in as well. As long as it's just a 22, so it's got like tiny little guys. But I haven't done my firearms channel in a while, and there's quite a few videos that we wanted to do. Like back in the back, there's all my like gear and stuff, and 2 gas masks, you know, in case we ever have like nuclear explosions. But Ninth Garden Precision is like a project that I was doing with a couple buddies, and this is the trailer that we built for it when I was really, really bad at editing everything, and editing videos. But you should check that one out too. It'll teach you about some cool stuff. You know nothing about guns? Oh, what do you call it? It's just you know, just performing military training with like different weapons, things like this. Like Battle Arms came out with this is my. I thought this was so fucking cool when I edited this. Like was it like 2 years ago, 1 year ago. I thought this was so cool. And I filmed all of this. We had a drone that we used for this. I was a lot skinnier then too, man. But yeah, so Rogue Firearms here in Montana sponsors anytime I want to go do gun stuff, and they supply all of the ammo, which is now Raven Rock. My buddy John owns it. Better thick, honestly, right? Like, yeah, the test is definitely like it made me feel a lot better. So I started testosterone like a year ago, just to kind of help the muscles stay tight around my spine. And I just feel a fuckload better. But I'm going to start this channel back up. And the funniest part is I was sitting here looking at it because I completely forgot about it because this company is going through a huge lawsuit. And now it's Raven Rock Firearms. But, I mean, I was just sitting here checking at it. And there's videos with like 40K views on it. And I had so much fun doing this, you know? So I'm going to have to go back to doing that. But, yeah. We had drones, everything. That's my buddy John. I fucking love that guy. But bless the webcam tonight. Yeah, right? But what do you call it? Fucking... Yeah, no, dude, nobody gave a fuck when... Relax, Moon, relax. Nobody gave a fuck when we were watching anything. Because it's like, me, as like, if I had a child, I would 1000% pick up on that shit. Because I don't think I've watched... When's the last time you watched Nickelodeon? Like to be honest, you know? Like the last time you actually like watched anything from Nickelodeon. Like years, right? But if I saw like a bunch of that shit, like, yo, like the fuck? You don't have cable? Oh, is it on cable? Yeah, who has cable? How do people even, is Nickelodeon even still a thing? How do you spell Nickelodeon? Oh, dude, I'm not the only one that wants to know. Who cares? Who cares, honestly? But it's like, it's so weird, you know? Like, we didn't see any of that, like the Amanda Bynes thing, because if you see it, like, dude, bro, that shit's fucked up. Like, that's some crazy stuff. And then, dude, all right, so I was just watching a video on it. Which one was I watching? So Drake Bell, you remember Drake Bell from Drake and Josh, this guy. Poor guy. Fucking, the Brian Peck is the guy's name. Not you Googling it just to not care. I'm sorry. That's just like, it's over, you know? Spit all over the place. But dude, Josh Peck was like, so this guy was getting like molested on set, right? The guy that was molesting Drake Bell was named Brian Peck. And, which is kind of funny because isn't his co-star named Josh Peck? Anyway, I wonder if they're related. Because that's some drama. Because remember the fallout between Drake and Josh, like it was 2 years ago? Everybody was shitting on Josh. However, back in 2014, that Brian Peck guy got arrested and convicted and admitted to molesting Drake Bell. And then on top of that, he got 16 months. Yeah, the dude who became Spanish? Who's the dude who became Spanish? What do you mean? But the guy got fucking 16 months. Like, that's insane. A year and 4 months? Drake Bell? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't know he became Spanish. But I used to think he was so cool. And then, like, I didn't understand why everybody was shitting on him. And then fucking Josh stopped talking to him. And now everybody on the fucking planet, just because this thing came out and it's all over, they're like, oh, dude, stay strong. Stay strong, Drake. And it's like, dude, you guys were just fucking dogging his shit like 2 years ago, you know? Like, how does that even happen? And people forget so fast. It's I kind of want to watch that. I'm not gonna lie. But it's just nutty. And look at this fucking guy, dude. Did he actually lose weight, dude?
It was very difficult, me facing my past behaviors.
See, like, what does that fucking mean? Facing my past behaviors? Like, what the fuck? what do you mean face? What are your past behaviors? Like, it's the questions that you really like. Does he even
are
ask him?
embarrassing and that I regret, and
You regret fucking Amanda Bynes when she was like 13 and getting her pregnant and having her aborted and fucking the rest of her life up? Is that what you mean, buddy? Yeah, bro, like, 12 gauge slugs look really good going through a face. I'm just saying. And this guy, man, very, hurtable face right there. I don't know. I've got a pretty big disdain for kitty diddlers and weird motherfuckers. All right, what's this link? What is that? What is this? Fuego Land.
Nobody knows what happened to forever. People come just to go, and then it's like whatever.
If he doesn't get incredibly more Spanish and Mexican, then I don't know. Held a message for a reason, bullying, and we'll post it to chat. Allow will post this to chat. Killing talk is a love language. Oh, pedo killing talk is a love language. Oh, yeah, 100%. Like, it's like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, the fact that this poor dude got, like, touched as a kid while working, like, who the fuck gives a shit what he was working or what he was doing? He got touched as a kid. Dude got arrested, and he got 16 months. 16 fucking months. If I was this guy's fucking dad, that guy would, like, I would be waiting the moment he got out. When I found out he got 16 months and didn't get stabbed in prison, like, I'm just saying, 8 rounds of semi-automatic 12 gauge goes pretty nuts, You know what I'm saying? All right, let's finish. Let's see this.
But when we get close, hands on your skin, you make it rain and I could just dive in, but why don't
I'm gonna give him a like. Not out of pity, just because I've always liked Drake. He did have that one thing where he was talking to, like, I think he was talking to, like, a 17-year-old girl at some point. But I'm pretty sure. I don't really remember. It's actually a good thing you don't have kids. Yeah, I'd probably be in prison. I'm not going to lie. It's one of the reasons why, like, I don't leave the house. So, besides, like, this medical sales job, which I'm doing just because my buddy needs help. He's a really, really good friend of mine, and he's kind of struggling right now. So, he needs somebody in Montana to go talk to physicians and shit. And I'm like, I'm pretty good at talking to people I don't know. What'd you realize? Oh, okay.
I want the taste, savor every second.
It's pretty good. In video game, doing a bunch of side quests, but IRL. I'm trying, and the funniest part about that is, like, so I don't have to worry about my bills. Like, my bills are paid through the military and everything, and it is kind of like side quests, but it's like my ADHD, I can't, like, focus on it. Like, if I'd have stuck with anything I was doing, like when I was doing that Fortnite stuff, or I was doing that gun channel, it's like I do it for so long that I just get fed the fuck up, and I just stop doing it, But god damn, what was I talking about right before this? I took my meds, and these things are nuts. So, but yeah, no, this is good. I just think it's just nutty, right? Like, everyone was just shitting on this guy so hard, and it's like, what for, Sleepy pills? No. So, back when we were doing, what was it? Five? What was the team? What was the team's name? The team we all played on, by that one rich kid that ran it. That rich dude? 517. Right. Okay. Yeah, 517. Back when, like, I started doing that with you guys, and, like, the channel was, like, always doing good, and I was doing giveaways, had, like, 80, 100 viewers all the time. If I'd have which I couldn't have because I was actively enlisted at the time. What do you call it? Fucking, it'd probably be huge. It's just Trepid. Yeah, the rich guy. Oh man, the fuck is that guy doing anymore? What happened to all of those guys? Like, what was that dog? His name was Dog something. Fuck. Oh, that's cool. I like that. God, he was super cool. He's a real estate agent? Oh, that's super gay. I'm not gonna lie. That's super gay. Diesel is getting married. I think he's having a baby. Diesel! That's who it is. I fucking love that guy. Like, that guy was always so fucking fun to play with. But, oh, that's pretty fucking sweet, though. It's about time, you know, found someone that'll love him and his little, you know, like, quirky personality. But it is what it is. Eric got a house with his girlfriend. I don't remember who Eric is. I don't think me and Eric talked a lot. It was mainly like, so I talked to Trepid and I talked to Diesel. I think I mainly talked to Diesel. Yeah. I don't think anybody really streams anymore, you know? Like, it's a crazy thing. But this, like, oh, Hunchi, that's right. He was cool as fuck too, dude. Fucking, yeah. So what I'd really like to do this, like what this guy does, but he's cornered the market. Like this guy, Grand Thumb, has like cornered the firearms market, but so he gets to test all of these weapons, and they just get sent to him. And ideally, I would love to do that, like, and just torture test weapons. Is Eric? Oh, okay. So yeah, Hunji, I talked to Hunji. That's what I'd like to do. God damn, is that team even a thing? I know he was trying to sell it, even though it didn't make money. Which baffled me, is that he wanted 10 years in prison in 10 seconds. What'd you do? What do you mean 10 years in prison? Hold on.
How to get 10 years in prison in 10 seconds. Here we have a Geisley URGI 14.5-inch upper receiver. This comes from the factory with a pinned and welded muzzle device, meaning that the muzzle device is permanently attached to the barrel, making this a legal barrel length of over 16 inches. This is a Daniel Defense Block 2 upper receiver, has the same exact barrel length of 14.5 inches. However, it does not have a pinned and welded muzzle device, making this an SBR. And if I didn't pay a $200 extortion fee to the federal government, having this upper receiver on this lower receiver would make me a criminal, punishable by 10 years in prison.
Isn't that insane? It's called Aerial Unit, and I don't know what the fuck they do anymore. I don't interact with anyone from the team anymore, really. Aerial Unit. I'm not gonna lie, Aerial Unit sounds a lot harder than 517. Like, I feel like that was that guy's, like, area code or, like, his phone number. But Aerial Unit sounds way better. These, like, if you actually look into, like, regulations and firearms laws, they're really stupid. So what this guy's explaining is, let me Eric was the least person I used to talk to. We haven't spoken in over a year. Dude, I haven't talked to any of them. Like, not a single one. I've just kind of been doing my own thing. Especially, like, I started fucking, what do you call it? I worked at Toyota for, like, 5 months. Alright. So, this guy... Alright, so this is a standard 16-inch barrel, right? So by law, if your rifle isn't 16 inches long from here to here, it's considered an SBR, which is called a short barrel rifle, which is illegal unless you pay $200 to get a tax stamp. And then they make it, then it's classified as an SBR. Your serial number is then recorded and all that shit, and it's like locked to you until you sell or trade it, which that other person has to pay a $200 tax stamp for, but it's completely legal. However, let's say I cut the barrel here, but I added a muzzle brake that was like this long, and then I pin and welded it. It has to be welded on, then it's okay, and it's not an SBR. Which is the crazy thing, because it all equals out to 16 inches. So because this isn't welded on, this piece is called the muzzle brake, and what that does is it allows the fire and the gases to exit the rifle in a fashion that'll either spin the trajectory of the bullet faster or just better based on the twist, which we won't go into twists on rifling. But what do you call it? The whole thing was back in the day, the mafia used to use sawn-off shotguns and short barrel rifles to rob banks, and they're easily concealable, so they made that law, which, I mean, you're not going to follow the rules, you know. But you've never held a gun? Oh, you need to go buy a gun. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? But yeah, so it's like it's extorting you. It's illegal unless you pay a tax. Then it's legal for you to have. However, the only thing that it like really does is the only people that are gonna have these are like people that aren't gonna go shoot like malls and shit. Like I built this one. It's got a little side charging, you know, plus rear charging, so you can sit it like a one of these or hit it like one of these. And the funniest part is this optic, it was more expensive than this entire build. But yeah. So it's just like firearm laws are like really crazy and stupid for some reason. But I mean, that's here nor there. Me for what? Because everybody should own a gun. It's your right, you know. It's your absolute right to own a weapon. And you're in Florida too, so yeah, it should be pretty easy. But they're fun, you know. It's the best part of the team anyway. Facts. You are always streaming in the closet, the pantry, or whatever. But yeah, so I think I want to do that firearms channel again. And then U.S. Alright, we gotta look at this. I love Penguin Zero. Government more money? No, Moon. When you buy a weapon, you're not giving the government money. The only time you're going to give the government money is if you want a suppressor, which is a silencer, is what they call it. You want a suppressor, you want a short-barreled rifle, a sawn-off shotgun, or that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. You have to have a tax stamp for that, and it goes. You submit all your information. It goes to the FBI, and the FBI looks into your background and makes sure you're not a felon, you're not a drug addict, and then approves or disapproves it. If you want a gun, you just go to the gun store and you buy one, and you have to submit a background check, and then usually it comes back right away, or it could be like 3 days that like a wait. No, you don't need a license to keep it on you. Let's check. Let's check. Is Florida constitutional carry? Florida is a constitutional carry state as of July 1st, 2023. So which means you can, so every state is an open carry state because the government no government or state local can't tell you can't open carry a firearm. Like even California, you can open carry a firearm. They can't tell you can't. But what's special is because you have DeSantis, what constitutional carry means, like I'm in a constitutional carry state too, it means that you can conceal or open carry your weapon in any fashion you want. So if you want to put a gun in your bag or keep it in your pocket or like in your jacket, you can. So all you have to do is just you don't need a license at all. Now, like in my state, I'd rather fuel capitalism with my nail salon visits and lube purchases. Oh, hey, we're streaming. Keep it PG. Keep it PG. All right, hey, cut it out. Gun lube, that's what you mean. But what do you call it? So in Montana, I have a concealed carry permit. But the only reason why I have a concealed carry permit is because in the state of Montana, if you hold a concealed carry permit, you don't have to do background checks. So I can go into a gun store and buy a gun, show them my permit. I still have to fill out all the information saying I'm taking ownership. I'm a hairdresser, it's for my clippers. Okay, all right, you got me. But I can take, so you still, even if you have a concealed carry permit and you just walk in, you don't have to do the background check, they still have to keep it on file. So all of these guns are linked to me, you know, and they just write down the serial numbers. So it's actually pretty easy, but guns aren't expensive. They're not expensive at all. I got this guy, this cute little guy, that was just free. In addition with this guy, and I got all the ammo and everything for it too. But you should 100% own a gun. I mean, why not? Because what is it? My favorite quote ever, if I can remember it right, is that God created man. Samuel Colt made everyone equal. Because you know what? It doesn't matter how slow, how weak, how feeble you are. If you have a firearm, then you are just as strong as the other guy with the firearm, except, like, you know, if he has more training or stuff. Pew, pew, pew. Hey, that's a good emote. I like that. So I'm thinking I want to do the Firearms channel again, just because it'll be fun. And then try to see where that goes, you know? Well, let's see what the U.S. education system has failed you. Another talking point before I play this video. Have you noticed that what do you call it? Yeah, no, I think it'll be really fun because Raven Rock just opened up, so I think I'm gonna go test some of their weapons because I got them a sponsorship with Shellback Tactical. It's another company that I did reviews for and tested a lot of their body armor. And I do a lot of what do you call it? Product testing for them. Because I was infantry, I have a lot of knowledge of like how kit feels and you wear it. So they send me emails to like go ahead and go over like what was the worst thing, what was the best thing about like certain things, IFACs, things like that. Oh, I appreciate it. I'm doing things. We're going to see how this medical stuff goes. Apparently, I'm supposed to sit in on surgeries and tell them how to use the equipment, but I don't start learning the equipment until Monday, and then I guess I'm gonna spend like a week learning the equipment, and then I'm gonna sell it. But apparently, I can make like $80K in like a month, so which I'm gonna pay the taxes on that like immediately right off. But if I can make $80K in a month, I'll probably do it for like 6 months, and then do something else because I don't really like money. Always learning more about you. Yeah, there's a lot to learn. There's definitely quite a bit to learn. All right. Let's see what the hell Moist is talking about. I like money. Yeah, I don't truly give a fuck about money, to be honest. I couldn't care for it. My buddy just needs help, and I'd like to buy more guns and do more things. I just like the stress money removed. Yeah, no, it is nice having like money in the bank and not having to, like, if your car breaks down, you could just send it to the shop and it gets fixed, or just make it someone else's problem. Which is the funniest thing about that is all of the people that are like, you're a man and you can't work on your own car. It's like, I got shit to do, bro. I'm not trying to tinker in a garage. Like, let somebody else do that shit. That's why they learned it. I don't have a car at all. Oh, you don't have a car? What the fuck? They're super cheap right now. For some reason, like if you look on Offer Up, there's so many. The cars are like $3,000 right now. It's insane. And I have 3 cars right now. I've got the I'm selling the Eclipse outside because it's a project. It needs a new engine. I ain't got the time and I don't want to do it because I have the GT4, and the GT4 is my favorite car. Born Passenger Princess? Nah, you gotta ride, you know. Get like a Vespa or something, you know. Yeah, driving, like, oh man, that way you're never stuck anywhere. Like anytime my buddies try to go do anything, I'm like, yeah, we could all go in my truck. It's like, yeah, but when I'm done and I want to go home, I don't want to be stuck somewhere, you know. Like if you go out with it's cheaper to. Is it? It ain't cheap here. If I want to get from like where I'm at right now, which is like middle of between towns, to the airport, which is 5 miles away, it's like $40. Yeah, that's true. I don't like to go out either. All right, let's see what Moist says. Actually, pause. I gotta piss. You live by the airport? Oh, so you get like primetime ones, which is nice. But yeah, I think even while I'm doing medical sales, I'll keep streaming too. Like while I'm doing it, except for like patient confidentiality, obviously, you know, I'm not gonna stream somebody getting a fucking surgery unless they, if they say, hey man, you can film the surgery, I'll live stream the entire fucking surgery. That would be cool as shit. Hey dude, I just watched him hit 14.7 million subs. I love this guy so much. I'm so happy he's like making money. High, job, not high. 10 minutes? That's not bad. You know? Alright. I gotta take a piss. I'll be right back. But yeah, that Dan Schneider shit, like, what the fuck, dude? How's that guy, like... Bro, was Drake's dad just, like, not around or something? Like, how's that fat dude... Just depends on the vehicle? Oh, yeah. I gotta text this guy back, too. I don't want to deal with the Eclipse. Let me just send this guy a few pictures. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta piss. Oh, guy asked me if this is a turbo Eclipse. Dude, if I had the 4.3 GST fucking engine in that Eclipse out there, I wouldn't sell it. I'd put it in a garage whether it ran or not. I like $20 for a lift, must get my nails done, and that's downtown. It's not bad. It's not too bad. It's still like, I feel like that's like, you pay $20, you put $20 in gas. $20 in gas will get you, what, like, you could go back and forth for like 3 weeks. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, if you're in a big city, fuck that. You might as well just like ride a bike or something or take lifts. I'd honestly get a scooter. 100% get a scooter. Hey, boys. Matthew Morris, what's up, dude?
Everyone. My name's Kip.
Sorry I didn't fucking, oh god. Sorry I didn't say what's up to you. I'm simulcasting to YouTube and Twitch. You can come over to Twitch and say what's up to Moon. She's chilling over there too. Also, Matt, you dickhead, don't forget to go fucking subscribe to that channel. I'm gonna bring it back, dude. The gun channel. Also, you're like 5'5", by the way. You're a little guy and you're British, so sucks to suck, dude. All right. Well, I got a salon once a month, so fuck it. Yeah, that's true. Once a month's not bad. This is one of my favorite guys. Him and obviously Asmongold.
We're here doing a...
Oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. I already watched that. Ooh, how streamers ruined gaming. Big facts. Out here judging the short king. Nah, that guy likes to come in here and be like, you're 5'6", and like he's one, you're British, okay, all right. You're 5'4", dude. Fuck you, Matt. So his name was The Speed, and he thought he was so cool. And then that one dude, I Show Speed, took his name, so he had to change it to Matthew Morris. One, I'm bigger, stronger, and taller than you, Matt. Okay. Moon, this is one of the little dorks that was in my that used to play Fortnite with me like religiously, and he's like super British, and he has the most EU teeth you've ever seen in your life.
In roulette, Jeopardy style.
British is such a great insult, isn't it? Isn't it? He's a little tea drinker over there. Ooh, most pathetic alpha male program ever. This is for Matthew. Matt, it's over on we're talking on Twitch, bud. Do you not have Twitch? And go subscribe to that channel and leave a comment on something, okay? Go do that. Otherwise I'm gonna come over to Britain, fucking take your tea, dump it in the lake, and beat you up. Not really, like in game, because you're the kind of asshole that'll report your friends and get me banned and just be like, oh, I got you banned for 24 hours, you fucking dick. So fuck you for that. Alright.
About 6 months ago, I made a video making fun of something called the Modern Day Night Project.
If you were 5'6", you would look like a muscle meatball. You want to know something funny? You want me to tell you how tall I actually am? You want to know how tall I actually am? It's, yeah? That's too fucking bad. Alright, let's go ahead and check out this video here.
Which is an $18,000 program where you pay for a 3-day course where you just roleplay as a G.I. Joe alpha male. There's very few things that separate this program.
Wait, Moon, can you see Matt's texts on the, so he's commenting on YouTube because for some reason, he's like 21, but he acts like a fucking 50-year-old man. Yeah, you can? Oh, okay. I didn't know if I'm simulcasting, if you guys could see each other, because I don't do this much. I actually paid for the Streamlabs thing so I can do that, because I was on Kick, because Kick's supposed to be more, like, lenient on things. Like, I know Twitch gets a little bit upset with a little upsetty spaghetti about guns and stuff and, like, the things that I say. It's on your screen. Yeah, you know how long it took me to get this to show up on the screen, to where like the text comes up on the screen and it's like mad large. I should probably make that a little bit smaller, right? Like a noob, dude. Matt, you're literally 5'5", and don't you weigh like 145 pounds? I'm pretty sure you weigh like 145 pounds, dude. Here, let me move this and make it a little smaller so it doesn't like get in the fucking way of everything. Or actually, shouldn't I make the theme boxed? Let's make it boxed.
From the large.
But yeah. So that way I'm simulcasting. So I didn't know you guys could actually talk to each other, but I was already subbed on. Okay, all right, buddy. That's how you get beat up. Remember, you're coming to America. Don't make me like, go to wherever you're going. Wait, aren't you going, Matt? Aren't you going to Florida? Like, when you come to the U.S., you're going to Florida, right? Carrot talk, but I can read the messages. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's heading to Florida. So that's super funny. Moon's in Florida.
LARPers that run around pretending they're wizards, shooting imaginary spells. The main
I
difference
need an
is
energy drink.
that group that's casting
That's
imaginary magic missiles and swinging swords
Matt's
in a forest,
funny, though. He's
they're
really
having
cool.
fun,
Hey, bud.
and that's free. Whereas this expensive pile of dog shit is not fun, it's not free, and they're also trying to convince you that it's not make-believe. At least the LARPers know they're playing pretend. Here, they're trying to brainwash these gullible, insecure men into believing that they're actually getting taught valuable lessons on how to be
You
a
own
successful
Florida?
man, leader,
Word.
business guru. Even claiming that you can start earning 7, 8, or even 9 figures of income
Oh, it's
after
delicious.
taking this course. Like, one of their main selling points is, yeah, $18,000 is a lot, but in the long run, it's costing you a lot more being a weak bitch. So give us 18 grand. And what you do is you go out there, you spend 3 days in like a fucking parking lot where they just yell at you, spit in your face, and spray you with a hose. So it's not even like you spend 3 days getting any kind of valuable tools or learning anything. It's not like you're learning how to, you know, get in shape, get muscular, or do anything of value. It's just going out.
You got used to deaths? Oh, just Cremis, the Creme Dog, Creme King. So Cremis is like my all-time. All right. So I need, the only thing that I want from Twitch is I want enough followers, because I paid this chick for emotes, Cremis emotes. So like up on the top of the screen, that's him with a knife, but he's like my favorite. All right, let's not call it cream pie. Let's not start that shit. Don't let Matt see you say that shit, or he's not gonna stop. Yeah, you are going to Florida? Oh, look at that. You guys are gonna be in the same place. Small world, right? Yeah, don't Moon, don't do that. Don't start that. He won't fucking let it go. He's that guy. He's literally gonna comment on everything. Oh, what's up, cream pie? Like, fucking dick. But yeah, you guys are gonna be in like the same area.
Out there and being uncomfortable for 3 days, and for some reason they're convinced that's a good thing. You can also spend 3 days just getting punched in the face by me, and that would make you uncomfortable too. But it's not going to make you any stronger. It's not going to make you any better at anything. You're still going to be a fucking loser at the end of...
Nah, the only thing I disagree with you getting, like, people getting hit in the face is it teaches you that it doesn't hurt that bad, so that people are more willing to fight back if they were to get, like, hit in the face, you know? Which, obviously, you should, like, if you can avoid a fight, avoid the fight, but everybody should get hit in the face at least once, like... But just like at least once. You don't want TBIs, because I'll tell you right now, sometimes when I could watch a movie and then 2 days later I'll forget 90% of the movie and then I can rewatch it again, so that's kind of cool. But the headaches are not. Yeah, right? Like, who wants to be hit? That sucks. Besides, like, who's the current champ? What's Sean Strickland? I think that guy is more than happy to get hit in the face.
Those 3 days, even though you spent 3 days in misery. It's worthless. It's completely worthless, and they need to break out of this goddamn mind control that these men have fallen under for this. And they really like to harp on that mastermind program where you get to have like a fucking Skype call with them once every quarter or whatever, as if somehow that's going to make you successful. A nice little cherry on top of the shit cake they're selling you that you're eating with a smile on your face. But anyway, the reason I'm talking about NDK Project again is because some clips of it are going viral, and I like to take every opportunity I can to insult this, because I truly think that if you are someone that's running this scam or someone that has gone to this and are trying to defend it, you deserve to be made fun of every waking hour that you spend on this planet for this kind of clownery. This is...
Yeah, I'm just saying, if you need somebody to tell you how to be a man, you're a lot more, First of all, if you got 18 grand to drop on somebody telling you how to be a man, like, shit. Like, if anybody was ever gonna clip anything and put it out there, like, you know what? Screw the 18 grand. I'll do it for 2. I'll show you how to be a man for 2 grand. All right, and it's pretty simple. But I can't release the the old tips. You know, it costs 2 grand. So $2,000, I'll teach you how to be a man, and it's you just gotta sign one little piece of paper and pass a background check. That's it. It's called military enlistment.
Ridiculously embarrassing cringe shit.
Stupid.
I have seen some of the weakest, like, most insecure, feeble guys turn into, like, intimidating, I don't give a shit people by joining the Marine Corps. Like, that will take the pussy right out of you. Like, or like Matt would say, take the piss out of you.
Here's why we're stupid. Here's why. Are you touching me? Are you touching me? Are you touching me? Get the fuck off of me. Get the fuck off of me. I'm not touching you. Little bitch. I'm not touching you. Fucking bitch. All of you get in the fucking tubs. Get in the tubs. Every one of you. So, hey, what are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do now? Sir, every one of you get in the tubs. Get in the...
Why is that guy wearing giant bronze chains? Like, this is starting to get very homoerotic. Kinda need it. Keep what? Why is that guy wearing, like, that looks like some weird, like, this is very homoerotic. I'm not gonna lie. Like, they're trying to learn how to be men, and homie's, like, locked up in chains with a little carabiner. Okay. Alright.
The the tub. Get in the tub. Shut up with all. There is no respect. Get in the tub. You are going home. Oh, no, you're not. Sit down. You're not going in the fucking water. They're all going in the water. They're all going in the water. You're fucking done. You're fucking done.
I wasn't kidding about that parking lot statement. They set up these adorable, cute little ice baths in their warehouse parking lot. They got the Rob Dyrdek Fantasy Factory built here for the MDK project, but only if that fantasy is just yelling at a bunch of dudes that are really desperate for a change in their life, and you're just
It's like, just join the army. Like, if you want to, or the Marine Corps. Like, if you want to be just degraded and be like, I'm tough. I sat in the ice water. You want to be fucking miserable. Go join the military. You're gonna spend 3 months just getting pissed on by nature and bitten by a bunch of shit you didn't even know existed. Like, you go in an ice bath and you had to pay 18 grand for that? Like, I'll fuck you up for half of that. Jesus. Why did it tried to moderate super gay? Made a Twitch 5-4 bot. Yeah, okay, Matt. All right, Matthew Morris. Okay. First of all, I'm taller than you. Okay. Taller than you. I'm buffer than you. And I'm not British. I'm American. And just Matt, do I need to remind you real quick? Let me just remind you, since you want to... Where is it? What is that, buddy? You're coming over here, right? Are you ready for it? You ready for it, Matt? Yeah. You ain't ready for it. Yeah, you hear that? Yeah. Yeah. You ain't little boy? Yeah, Matt. Oh, by the way, hold on. We're gonna jump off this video real quick. Matt, you're going to Florida, so you get to deal with this. Florida representative cites crack bears in testimony. So Florida, one of their representatives, is trying to pass a law because there's so many bears addicted to crack and all the crackheads are feeding them crack that you should be allowed to shoot them, because in Florida right now they're like kind of like a protected animal. But they're stealing people's trash and doing all of that. So you have fun getting graped by a crackhead bear when you go there and really get the American experience, you know? I ain't never seen not one crack bear. Hey, listen, it's your representatives, okay? Your representatives say there's crackhead bears. Like, look at this.
Thank you all. We've heard a lot of stuff today and over the course of this bill's travel through other committees. Wanted to address the
fact that this is a real thing, and like one British dude said it. So like how the world views America is like how we see Florida.
The issue about what Attorney General Pam Bondi used, and would this bill change that or take that away?
So tell me what, Matt, you got to go to the gym, bro. You gotta hit the gym, buddy.
And the answer is absolutely not. Animal cruelty and animal baiting is illegal. It will continue to be illegal. And to suggest and fearmonger that this bill somehow is going to open it up so people...
About the naked old lady that showed up in front of my job the other day. See, that's Florida shit right there. Dude, I'm older than you. I am 32 years old, okay? Titties and coochie out for everyone to see. See, that's just Florida things like that. It's crazy because I don't think there's anything you can tell me. Sweetie, can you turn that down a bit? I don't think there's anything you could tell me like the wildest shit that I wouldn't believe happened in Florida. Like, you know, yeah, I'm 32. I turned 32 March 9th. I thought I was 33 for like the longest time, or am I 31? No, I'm 32. I just turned 32. Okay, I thought I was 33 the other day, and it blew my mind. I was like, oh, fuck. So that means when I was 29, I thought I was 30. So that's traumatic brain injuries. Matt, you just got done telling me you're 21. You just turned 21. Old man? Yeah, I am an old man, 100%. Aging a lot more gracefully than Matthew Morris, though. You're British, bro, all right? You ought to hear Matt's accent, though. It's like so thick that sometimes you could barely understand him. And boy, when he used to get super mad when I'd shit on him in Fortnite. and he'd just be like, just the most EU shit would be coming out of his mouth. It was just nutty. But all right,
To be cruel to animals is
look at this.
it's dishonest. It's just dishonest.
It is.
I would expect more out of experts. This bill is not about bears. We keep saying it. We love bears. Bears are cute and cuddly and
They are fucking not. They are not cute and cuddly. Do not pet the bears.
an amazing creature. This is about a nuisance bear that has become conditioned to coming into people's homes. You have heard it time and time again that bears are
Matt, I was a lot better than you. All right, I shit on you every time with 200 ping. Don't want to hear it.
Are shy, scared, and they're timid. They stay away. That's true. Those aren't the bears we're talking about in this bill. We're talking about the ones that are on crack, and they break your door down, and they're standing in your living room growling and tearing your house apart.
This is an actual thing that actually happened in a committee over Florida.
Those are not the bears that these folks are talking about. So when you run into one of these crack bears, you should be able to shoot it. Period. And you shouldn't have to pause or be afraid that you're going to get arrested or harassed or pay fines and penalties. That's crazy.
So yeah, Matt, you enjoy the crack bears. They're probably gonna maul the shit out of you and eat you. So, you know, enjoy your trip to America, and I hope you love it. I hope it gives you everything. Don't start calling me cream pie, Matt. Don't. I'm gonna ban you on fucking. Don't bring that up. I'm kind of regretting the name Cremis now. You guys can't be calling me that. You're gonna make it a thing.
Exploiting that. So only if your fantasy is being just an evil, manipulative con artist. They actually posted this clip themselves, and there's really a lot to unpack here. So the big thing really feels like they love to power.
Don't go anywhere that isn't Orlando and you'll be fine. Matt, will you shut the fuck up?
Or trip and just have this authority over the...
It's funny because so we're trying to watch this video, Matt, but every time you text, I hear it in that thick British, my words can get barely past my like crooked teeth. Like you could eat an apple through a picket fence, you know? Like you got some teeth on you, brother. All right.
These dudes here. And the second any one of them doesn't fall in line and conform to the hive mind groupthink, they're cast out. That is such a perfect encapsulation of this entire program. They just want you to fall in line and be their little sheep. Yet they're...
What? You're such an ass. You would say, Matt, I don't. You're from London or whatever. I don't have to see your teeth to imagine them. You know, I don't have to see such an ass. I love Matt. Matt's been fucking awesome. I've known him for a long time.
You're trying to preach the opposite. You're a sheep, and the only way to
He still fucking sucks though, and he's a shitter, and he's really bad at every game he touches.
break out is by giving us 8.
Oh, and he's weak, and he weighs like 145 pounds.
18 grand. We'll give you the tools to break out. But then the second you stop following my
Also, you're ugly, Matt.
orders,
Okay.
you're fucking out of here, and we're keeping your 18 grand. It's painfully obvious that it's just a different hive mind they want you to buy into. They want you suckling from their gynecomastia-riddled bosom here from all of the anabolic steroids they're injecting, taking their milk from their teat, no one else's, and you're paying for that privilege. Now, I don't know the whole context around what led up to this clip, but it seems like none of the clients in this session wanted to do this portion. So the instructor throws in the backpack, and the guy goes to like get his things, and then the instructor starts fighting him in this really stupid tug of war, and he's like, I'm not touching you, stop touching me, I'm not touching you, stop touching me, stop touching me, I'm not touching you. So they have this like back and forth, and then one of the other guys is like, with all due respect, he's probably trying to make an argument for why it's fucking dumb for them to go into the ice bath. Maybe they should do something more productive with that time. And then
For
he
18
just keeps
grand.
throwing up a big stink. Oh, stop it! You're touching me! You're touching me! You're fucking touching me! Blowing a gasket, and he's like, "You're out of here! You're out of here, bub! You're not going in the water! They're going in the water! They're gonna be alpha males when they get in that water. It's like a fucking baptism. So get out! You're not welcome." One other common theme that seems present throughout all of the NDK project clips is that the instructors themselves seem like the most sensitive and insecure out of everyone that attends their classes. And it's pretty evident because on their own YouTube channel, they even have videos of them just whining about the hate they get. They have this little fucking therapy session where the two goobers sit across from each other just trying to like suck each other off about like, no, we're not wrong. Everyone else is wrong. It's actually super embarrassing that you'd even make fun of us. Yeah, nothing says this is an embarrassing thing. About 6.
See, you got me clicking shit, Matt. Cause you. When I made this name, how did I not think of that, bruh?
From their gynecomastia, the instructor starts fighting me. I'm not touching you. Stop touching me. Stop touching me. I'm not touching you. So they have this like back and forth. And then one of the other guys is like, with all due respect, he's probably trying to make an argument for why it's fucking dumb for them to go into the ice bath. Maybe they should do something more productive with that time.
Yeah.
And then he just keeps throwing up a big stink. Stop it! You're touching me! You're touching me! You're fucking touching me! Blowing a gasket. And he's like, you're out of here! You're out of here, bub! You're not going in the water! They're going in the water! They're gonna be alpha males when they get in that water. It's like a fucking baptism. So get out! You're not welcome. One other common theme that seems present throughout all of the NDK project clips is that the instructors themselves seem like the most sensitive and insecure out of everyone that attends their classes. And it's pretty evident because on their own YouTube channel, they even have videos
Here we
of
are.
them just
We're back
whining about the hate they get. They have this little fucking therapy session.
That guy's not even big. That's just a really tiny shirt. Can your shirt get any tighter, bro? Like, bro, what?
Where the two goobers sit across from each other just trying to like suck each other off about like, no, we're not wrong. Everyone else is wrong. It's actually super embarrassing that you'd even make fun of us. So yeah, nothing says alpha male quite like someone breaking down and finally addressing the haters. Unbothered titans of testosterone.
My arms are bigger. Your arms are not bigger. When your arms aren't bigger. I needed to go do legs today and I didn't. I'm a shitbag for that. But like it's MF Cremis and MF is motherfucking Cremis. Okay, you don't, Matt. You don't. Okay, you're from London. Like, don't you have to worry about getting stabbed in the street, mugged, shivved, or whatever you got? You got like the UK roadmen. Yeah. See, yeah. Nobody's worried about you, Matt. Like, I'm sorry, but yeah. Well, I'm just saying. How do you not own a fucking sword either? Oh, they're illegal. That's right. Sorry. Yeah.
Testosterone here.
That sucks.
You're right. More than 60% you will not be here fucking Friday. I guarantee it. And I'll make sure you earn the right to be here every fucking second. Because I see in your fucking eyes that most of you don't fucking belong here. And I'll be damned, I'll take this fucking knife off my fucking waist and carve this fucking tattoo off my fucking hand before I let any of you fucking kids show up here on Friday for the graduation. I see in your fucking eyes already. Your fucking souls are mine.
Your souls are mine? Calm down there, HGH Shang Tsung. My God, it just when you thought it could get more cringe.
God, like the craziest part is the dude that, like, the guy that's fucking sitting there pointing the knife and shit. Like, look at this. He's not that much bigger than Charlie. Like, you know, I got a pocket knife. At least you have something, you know. Looks like you. What do you mean it looks like me? Which one looks like me? Charlie looks like me? Or, like, look at that head of hair, dude. Dude, I would run and God. Oh my, I can't, I don't think I could say that on Twitch. Okay, for that hairline, all right, I would take a bus, I would fill it with tannerite, and I would just drive it into an orphanage on Christmas Day when they're all having Christmas dinner. Like, do you see my hairline? It is not the greatest, okay? That's like the one thing. I have a big-ass forehead. So, that's kind of a compliment. No shit on the floor? Yeah, okay. Fuck you, Matt.
God, it's just when you thought it couldn't get more cringe. So this is like this is how he motivationally speaks to the class. This is like his...
I think I've actually seen this, and I think they actually try to put these guys... I think they try to do SF training, where they put these guys in a box and like leave them there for 24 hours and bang on it and play sounds of babies crying. So that way they can inflict like fear into them. But it's like they're civilian. Like, if you get hurt, you can sue the fucking dog shit out of them. There's no waiver that, like, human torture is like, there's no waiver that gets you out of human torture. You know, you can't fucking do that. But I think that's what this is, and I think I remember seeing that.
Idea of what a strong leader is. Someone that's just whining and screaming and shouting and is just unhinged, a loose cannon. When he pulled that knife out, I thought he was going to go up and start, like, threatening them. I'll carve your fuck...
He was 100% threatening him, and then he was talking about carving his own tattoo off his hand. Like, why would you... Dude, that is some weird, cucky shit right there. Like, you're gonna carve your own tattoo off before you let... They paid 18 grand. You pay me 18 grand if I'm running a course, you're graduating. I don't give a shit. You're graduating, and I'm hoping that when I come out with course number 2, you're going to be right back for it. Because I'm going to hype you up. I'm like, yeah, you did it. You the man. Every single person that joined this class and paid $18,000 for that has a micro penis. 100%.
Fucking scalps off with this knife if you don't start getting in the ice baths and letting me spray you with a hose more often. That's a big thing that I could do, is spray them with a hose. I showed a ton of those clips last time. I won't bother again. That's like the main thing. That's basically, if you want to sign up for the MDK project, there is one client I think could benefit. Anyone that happens to be hunted down by hoses. Like, if you're constantly harassed by getting sprayed in the face by a hose, this might be the class to take, because you're going to be immune to it by the end of it. Because that's like all you do here for 3 fucking days. But anyway, he's got his knife out. He's waving it around. He's slamming it like a toddler, having a temper tantrum over nothing here. Then says he's going to carve off the thing on his skin, which I'm assuming is the MDK logo. They have their own little cute logo.
He did not
I'll
tattoo
carve
that
this
on
off
him.
of my skin. It's like, oh no. Okay. Why would you do that? I guess. That's a weird threat to be making. It seems like you just kind of want to hurt yourself. Alright, that's a little alarming. I don't really want any part of that.
Do Kentucky ballistics type videos on the 9th Garden channel. What is the Kentucky ballistics type videos? I'm gonna start the because it's starting to become summer here, except for the random fucking 2 inches of snow we got yesterday that's just now melting. Look it up. All right, I'll look it up right after this. I want to see the rest of this. But it just depends on like how much it is. You know, like how much is it going to cost me to do like ballistics testing is honestly very expensive. Like it's I make good money. I don't make that good of money. Like ballistics gel, ballistics dummies, or even plates. Like if I wanted to test out a piece some plates, it's like $400 a set. And then, I mean, the one of the best ballistic things that I could do is I could use tannerite. It's super cheap, but it makes a big boom. I got with $2. Yeah, that's yeah. We're gonna be like I think to try to do ballistics, it kind of depends. If I'm doing like ballistics dummies, ballistics gel, or anything like that, because I do have this just got released, so I could do the ballistics test on that. But like a ballistics gel is like mad expensive, man. It's mad expensive, you know. Like it would just be. I would have to be making money doing it, for it to pay for itself, and the exposure from like for Raven Rock, if I were to like do a ballistics test for some of their weapons, which I've been talking to John too, because the store's opening up. But it's just gonna be, because they would supply ammo for those videos, so they supplied all the ammos and the weapons, because we were trying to melt their 9mm on the 9GP channel, for battle arms. I was trying to intentionally make it jam and fuck up by using different grain rounds, different pressured rounds, like 145 grain, you know, like 98. It's just how like heavy the bullet is, but fucking. It would just be too expensive, bro. Put jelly and put it in a condom. That's no ballistics gel. Like you can make it yourself. It's still like so expensive, and I don't have anywhere to. Like I don't want to cook ballistics gel in my apartment. Like that's just gonna smell foul and smoke everything up, and then my neighbors will complain, and that just won't be worth it, man.
Type deal. But this is also something he does for most of his classes. There's a few clips of him saying that exact same thing. He really likes to threaten that he's going to carve out his own skin.
60% you will not be here on Friday. I will make sure of it. You will have the fucking right to be here on fucking Friday night. I will cut this fucking thing off my head before I let anyone you little make it to that dinner table that don't fucking deserve the right to be here. I'll fucking make sure of it. Weed out the bitches.
This one made me kind of sad, because look at the 2 gentlemen in the front row.
They're so old.
They're no spring chickens. They have to be late 50s, early 60s, if not older. Why on God's green earth would you be paying $18,000, taking it out of your grandchildren's college fund, to spin it to be here getting sprayed with a hose and yelled at by a man who keeps threatening to cut his hand.
Hey, get to the pit! Get to the Get to the fucking pit! Move! Move! You stupid!
This isn't even a popular clip from them or anything, but it's one that I saw that I think is a great example of this guy's mentality. He's actually like a child with a sugar rush. He's just slamming a chair against a dumpster. Move! Get to the pit! Get to the pit! Like, you could just tell them, what does slamming the chair against the dumpster do? You're just making noise for the sake of making noise. It's like a child with like two garbage can lids banging them together. What the fuck? This is...
Alright. Yeah, that's weird. I don't... 18 grand? Like, fuck. How do you sell that to people? You're definitely 5'1"? Not even close. Not even close. Okay? Your recent video on the 9th channel? The most recent video is like a year old, bro. I haven't touched that channel in like a long time. I was doing firearm thing giveaways, and I mailed out a couple firearm pieces that are not illegal to mail out, like muzzle brakes, things like that. The only thing you can't mail out is lower receivers or anything that is the actual gun, the action to shoot the gun. But I was doing a whole bunch of giveaways of like stuff like that on that channel that they would send to me for it. Let me see this real quick. Okay, Kentucky Ballistics. Let's see what they do. All right, 4.26 million subs. Okay, so they've got money to be doing this. The palm pit. Okay, what? JB Weld bullets. Okay, bro. Oh, which one do we go with? Can you defeat a grizzly bear? Yeah, my 10 mil would do it. Punt gun? Holy shit. Okay, alright. So this is the most recent. Let's go ahead and do that. Because this is
That red button. But it's so red and pushable. I really want to push it. Don't push that button. You know better. Push that shiny red button. Do you want another neck scar? Do not push that button. Don't be a sissy. Push the button. Ah! If only there was a third guy. Push that button, you... Yeah! Yeah!
Alright. Okay, Matt, I'm gonna tell you right now, edits like you too. Are you... No, I feel like their edits are way better. I don't know how to do that. Like, I'm not even there yet. Like, I have zero fucking clue how to do any of that, dude. I can't edit like that. I can shoot, move, communicate.
What's up, everybody? My name is Scott, and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics. And over the last 2 years, I have shot some very interesting pocket pistols. But the one I have today really stands out.
I would not think that's a gun. At all. I don't think anybody would without this video. Like, that doesn't strike me. If somebody pulled that out and was, like, waving it around, I'd be like, dude, the fuck are you? Like, somebody trying to... Imagine somebody robbing you with that. Like, do you even tell anybody? I think you're just... Like, if somebody shot you with that and robbed you, I'd probably go to the hospital and just be like, yeah, I was cleaning my gun, accidental discharge. I wouldn't even report that. That's embarrassing.
This is a palm pistol made by Constitution
Bless you.
Arms. So this is
You're
a
welcome.
rather interesting pocket pistol. It is chambered in...
Only in America? Oh, facts. 100%. Dude, people in America get robbed in the weirdest ways. Like, but a majority of the time you just get snuck up from behind and then you just kind of wake up without shoes or socks and all your shit's gone. You don't even really see it coming. You just kind of like wake up. Or you get shot.
38 special, and to load it, you hit this button right here, opens up, you load your round into your 2-inch barrel. This is a safety. Both of these have to be pressed to be able to...
Don't say that. I'm not wrong, man. I'm not wrong. That's literally how it happens. Like, if you're going to get robbed in America, you're more than likely... So you're going to be walking down the street or something, and someone's going to come up behind you, and they're going to hit you in the back of the head, and then they're just going to rummage through all your shit, steal your shoes, maybe your socks, and if you're in Florida, so you might just be fucking naked after. Who knows? They might even just, like, you don't know, dude. Like that, Florida's the place where that dude ate that other dude's face. And people have been eating people in Florida for like quite a long time. So Florida scares the shit out of me. Like you got the alligators you got to deal with, crack bears, Florida man, real thing, very scary motherfucker. I don't know what it is with the crack in Florida, but somehow they're superhuman. Just like, hold on, I got to put this over here so I bring it up. Hold on. Make sure this doesn't. All right, this guy will always like. I just gotta make sure there's no nudity. This is an actual thing in Florida, bro. Man fights off 15 cops while masturbating. Okay, after wild meth-fueled weekend. This is where you're going. We've got crack bears, okay? Dude that can fight 15 cops while being tased and jacking his shit, not missing a stroke. All right? Like, of all the places you could go, bro, like that's where you're going. I'm just saying, if I wake up bed naked, kill myself. And you know the funniest thing, Matt? Somebody will record it. Okay, back off my state just a little. Florida's insane. I'm just saying, and that's not the only instance, you know? Like, it's not the only instance. I was just watching a video on a TikTok of a golfer that was, like, he was so upset that there was an alligator next to his ball that he went over and was, like, physically fighting the alligator, getting his arm bit because he was next to his golf ball. Like, that's nutty. But that's where you're going, Matt.
And
So,
then to actually
just
fire
saying.
this thing, you have to push both of these.
Let's see
and
it
then
fire, though.
flip-
Let's see it
I'm
fire.
just
I don't
gonna
need the
shoot it
explanation.
And see what that's like.
Let's
So
do it.
I have never fired this thing before, so this should be interesting. I feel like loading it.
Where would I
is a
buy
little
that?
sketchy because you really got to watch that barrel because it's so short. But I guess.
You know what I'll film for the Ninth Garden channel? April, so next month, the 13th, 14th, and 15th, we're having a what is it called? A gun show. Literally half a mile away from me. I think I'll go there and see what's up with all those. Okay, I live in hell. You live in the woods. We get it. I live right next to Canada. This is like Canada 2.0. You know. Well, except we do get a lot of, like, I don't know, it's really weird. So I'm in Kalispell, and then there's Whitefish right here. And Whitefish has all, like, the yuppie hippies, and it's a ski resort town. Kalispell has crackheads, but they mind their own business. Last thing I seen a crackhead do in Montana is he was wearing a helmet, and this guy, like, slowed down because he was crossing the street. The crackhead got mad, took his helmet off, and threw it at the guy's truck. And then the guy, like, drove away. He's like, I'm just not dealing with that. And there was one time I was coming back from Toyota, and this crackhead was, like, taking off his shoes, and like it was deep, like a foot of snow, and he was just like getting naked down to his like boxers in the snow because he was pissed off. I don't. What is it about crackheads and their need to get naked? I don't understand it, dude. Crackheads are hilarious. Yeah. That's worse, honestly. I like Montana. I just don't like the weather. Like, definitely gonna have to move eventually, but it's because the snow's just too much.
Good.
All right, let's see him
It
shoot
has
this
so many
thing, right?
safeties. Maybe that's why it has so many safeties. Now I'm just gonna take a shot with it. This is a 124 grain full metal jacket. All right, here we go. Pushing the red button in 3, 2, 1. Oh!
He bites his nails like mine. Ish.
She not be kicking. That is a very light recoiling round.
All right, see, I can't. Where the fuck am I gonna get a mannequin? That would be cool. You know what? How much are? Hold on. Where does one even begin to get a mannequin? Is there a thing? They're like 40. Oh, they're like $40. What? Mannequin full body. So a male mannequin body is more expensive than a female, but between $100 and $300. I feel like I can go to Target and steal one for free. Is what it is. Always give crackheads Red Bulls. They don't need that shit, bro. All right, so yeah, like he's a lot funnier than I am. And like I can film and I can kind of edit, but I can't do all like the funny edits. Oh, here, see this little square of ballistics gel is actually quite expensive. Maybe it is. How much is ballistic gel? See if I can order something. Yeah, $80 a square. Like, bro, I'm sorry, man, but I don't think because I get one-time use out of it. Like, yeah, dude, why? What the fuck? Ballistics turkey? Oh, a little ballistics T-Rex. Yeah, see, that's quite a bit, man. I don't. For a channel that doesn't make any. See, it's cool to see the spread. I bought those rounds, those rip rounds. Garbage. Don't ever buy those. It's a gimmick. They're trash. It's super trash. But yeah, I can't be doing that, man. I mean, I guess if they're supplying all the ammo, I guess it wouldn't be that bad. It just kind of irritates me because like I don't care about money. I care about like what I'm getting for the price. Like for this, if it was like $30, all right, cool. You know, I feel like I'm paying for some silicone gel $30. I could do that, but Amazon. Let's see Amazon. Amazon's usually pretty cheap. Let's see how much ballistics gel. 143. Oh wow. Okay. So 45 for a head, 9-pound head. See, it's still like that's I don't understand why that's $90, but oh. I see you. Oh, hey, I see you. Yeah, I don't know how I feel. Like it would piss me off to shoot the gel. So how expensive this is? Because that's what he's using right there. Clear 10% ballistic gelatin. It would piss me off to shoot it. Because if it's like $80, like I'm literally paying $80 to shoot ammunition that also costs money into something just to show the spread that people have already shown the spread on. Unless I get a mannequin, I fill it, I could put like some plates on the mannequin and some ballistic gel, like get a ballistic gel and replace its head, the mannequin head, and then put like a body armor on it, but that's still like super expensive, you know? How tall are the mannequins on Amazon? Oh, I don't even know. That's actually a really good point, because watch them be like a foot figurine. I wasn't even looking on Amazon. Mannequins. Full size. What is full sized though? What does full sized mean? Oh, 6 foot. $85 for a 6 foot male mannequin. This one's 54. All right, this isn't bad. I could probably get one of these. Just to shoot at him. We've got one with knockers. $37. Dress form 69-inch adjustable relic display. Turns head. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. $37. That's not bad. But like all this stuff's just like mad expensive. Which I mean, I guess once the channel's monetized, I can write it off for taxes. But until that channel's monetized, I can't like get that money back at the end of the year, you know? So there's like, it's just a net loss every time. I don't know. I mainly like reviewing new stuff. Like this shotgun back here is new. Get a 5'1" mannequin the same level as you? Yeah, okay. It's definitely, okay. All right. First of all, you're shorter than me. You weigh less than me. Okay, and you know what? You drink watered down coffee.
We went through the whole 16-inch block. I'm
okay, so he shot it.
Quite surprised at that. I thought we would stop at the block. Okay, well, I'm going to say that the palm pistol is no joke. That would provide.
All right.
Here we go.
So yeah. All right.
Ah! Oh.
Little level 1 armor. Funniest thing is, doesn't look like it hurt, but that would hurt so fucking bad. That would really hurt.
Yeah, nothing. There's no hole, so it didn't.
So yeah, so for him to just like even buy that, like that's called soft armor. Hey, I think he has one of those Amazon mannequins actually. But to buy soft armor just to shoot is like, you know, it's a bit expensive, man. Better aim IRL, bigger arms, better aim. No, yeah, you shot a gun for the first time like last year. What do you mean? What do you mean? All right, all right, I gotta piss again, so I'm gonna let you finish this palm pistol out. All right, hold the fuck on. I just saw that. Can you shoot a grenade out of the air? I mean, technically, yeah, but I mean, still though. All right, I'm gonna let you guys watch this while I go to the bathroom.
I would be a little surprised if it actually made it through that.
What's up, lady?
And we do not have a hole or any kind of dent on our mannequin. Up next, I got some eggplants, but I don't think the palm pistol is gonna cut it. Okay, up next we have a mango, a dragon fruit, and a kiwi. Okay, let's go with the kiwi first. Oh my God. All right, that was pretty awesome. Let's reload as quick as I possibly can. And now we are gonna go with the mango. Okay, mango. Oh! I have high hopes for the dragon fruit. All right. There we go. Oh, wow. Yeah.
All right.
The dragon fruit.
Gotta reply to the Montana gun trader thing real quick.
Dragon fruit. More like dragon poop. Oh, who eats that? Okay. I'm gonna see if we can catch a bullet real quick. Since we didn't catch it in the ballistic shell, I'm gonna set up 5 1-gallon water jugs and see if we can actually capture the 38 special. Gotta get this lined up.
There we go. All right.
I don't think he caught it.
Well, yeah, no, it's still a bullet. It's still so the thing you got to realize about America is that guns are really big, but a lot of people don't know a lot about them, you know? Like I don't even need to see this to know that it's going to go through that, you know? It's like the Glock in the trash can full of water thing, you know? But anyways, yeah, I just don't have the resources to be doing like this big of a thing. Like I have a camera, I could get the mannequin. It's just like, do I really want to put like $200 into each video for it to get like a couple hundred views? Like not really, you know? It's, oh, what the fuck? It nearly died. Okay, all right, we're gonna go into this. You know guns more than me. Yeah, I'm sure, Matt. I'm sure you just know guns so much more than me. Taller and better looking. Yeah, Matty. You know you're the man. You're the man, Matt.
Get up.
Yeah. Get out of.
Is that a fucking?
Get up.
That's nice. I'd pay good money for that.
Get out of the state, Wookie. I hate when people say that to me. I see him. I can't quite hit him like this. I'm gonna come in. Over here.
Hey, what's going on, Paige?
Cause I'm better. Yeah.
From the cheapest wish
Are you though?
right to
I think I have cooler stuff.
Got inspired because I saw that viral.
You should
video
just
of that
move
guy
to the U.S.,
showing
man.
off basically that suit from John Wick in real life. I think it was PSS. He was on stage. Guy kept stabbing him like 1,000 times. Didn't penetrate. I was like, wow, that's magic. I wonder if all stab-proof vests are that strong. So we're testing it. We couldn't get PSS. It looks like they only sell to like actual fucking assassins or something.
Actual.
We got this, which is equipped. Yeah, we got the next base thing, but
we'll see.
Oh, at least they. Okay, yeah, at least they're. It wouldn't be my first move to test it on myself, you know, like because did you hear about the kid that was trying to make firearms YouTube videos, and he had a 50 caliber Desert Eagle and had a what do you call it, like a giant encyclopedia, and he thought that an encyclopedia, like a really thick book, would stop a 50 caliber bullet. He had his girlfriend shoot him in the chest, okay, instead of testing it first, and she fucking killed him. And they were trying to make a YouTube video out of it, and yeah, a 50 cal round, like, a book is not stopping that. That's something very big needs to die, and it needs to die very quickly, is why you would own one of those guns. But testing it on myself would not be my first move at all. So I'm glad they did it on a mannequin first, but it also doesn't look, I don't know. Because imagine he missed and like he's going at it, he's getting too into it, and he stabs him in the armpit, like you're fucking dead. I'm sure they have paramedics around though, but like it's like you get stabbed in the wrong place. Matt, you know about that. Yeah, you read about, yeah, right? Like it was insane. All for a YouTube video. He's just having a baby with this girl, and that's the thing about Americans, and why like I think firearm channels need to be more prevalent, is because people don't really understand, because they play video games and they think like, oh, like a wall, like look at these walls right here, like your drywall. When you're entering and clearing a room, right? You don't go up next to the wall, you stand off the wall, because even if you shoot into drywall, it can actually go in, travel through the drywall, and then come out and just hit shreds of shit at you. So you stay off the wall. You don't ever like lean up against the wall. But people just they have this idea that like guns are a lot safer than they are, and it's just like, just don't shoot at your fucking friends. Like the two Florida guys that got in trouble, they got arrested because they were both wearing bulletproof vests, and they got super drunk and they started shooting each other in the chest wearing bulletproof vests. Like neither guy died, thank God. But it's just like stupid shit like that like is the reason why there's a lot more like firearm related laws.
CSGO Marble Fade
and Master Sword.
And also
how you doing?
This puppy.
And then to have like a real knife, we have a King.
Yeah.
You don't need a real thing. Why you
okay.
That you're doing that.
Just giving her a little test drive.
That's good. Yeah, let me give you.
Yeah.
And then like in the gut too, like at least like do it on the rib cage, so that way if it does puncture, it glances off. It doesn't go like, oh, that would fucking hurt so bad. Like imagine the worst shit you've ever had in your life, where you're like, you're on the toilet, and it's one of those shits where you start sweating super bad. You got to get completely naked and double over, you know. Just imagine that, but like you don't want that. Like stab him up here, because at least it can glance off the bone, and then you're just like kind of just shredding the meat. I wouldn't. Nah, I'd be like, yo, you gotta stab me in like the chest, like right up here, either like not in the gut, man.
See, that's pretty impressive. No.
He didn't even flinch. That was crazy.
I actually have
really trusting the.
How much?
Because if it's gonna go through, I want to die like pretty quick. I don't want to fucking get stabbed in the gut and have that forever, because that's gonna be complications. Yeah, no, 100%.
Gamble on 100.
No.
Yeah. All right, let's start with our little. How much was this one?
This is $40 from Wish, right?
$40 from Rish is brave.
Sneaking suspicion. This
We're
is
gonna
going straight
start
through.
with the little one. Okay.
This is going right through like butter.
Oh, that's brave too. Yeah, I'm glad they're not wearing that one.
Slow-mo, you're gonna see it go straight through. Yeah.
You no, you don't want this vest. You don't want it,
Yeah,
dude. Honestly, are you guys allowed to have them? Because I know there's a lot of like importation laws with body armor. I don't think you guys are actually allowed to have body armor.
Just like actually straight through. You wouldn't be able to prevent a knife assault from a Smurf, I guess. This is actually worthless. Well, maybe you're just getting
Should we do a control test where there's no vest and you see what it's like to just go into the actual bag?
Yeah, but
oh wait, you're
I'm
actually just
straight
all the way
through. With this, Chelsea, is this advertised as stab proof?
Yeah.
Can you pull up the? Is this the wrong?
I actually did a video on. So there's a lot of companies out there that'll say that so like certain shit's like level 3 body armor and things like that. Like there's a ballistic helmet out there that was like I think they were charging like $300 for it, right? And they said that it's level 4. There is no ballistic helmet in the world that is rated level 4. They're usually 3A because your helmet, like a military helmet, is not actually to protect you from bullets. It's actually to protect you from hitting your head and then shit falling on your head. It is not to prevent a round going into your skull. Most rounds will go through it, except for like some pistol rounds. But they made this helmet. It's actually on the 9GP video. I made a whole stink about it. And it was just kind of like plaster. And a 22 round would go straight through and just melt this person's dome. Like it was super stupid.
Let's do a real knife.
Yeah, I understand.
I see you. I see you.
Ready?
I just want to feel involved.
You are very involved.
There's a little cut there.
Oh, Jesus, fuck.
That's in the bag, for sure, in the bag.
This actually seems like it's
Yeah, that's...
it accepts the blade more than your skin would.
It wants to be stabbed.
Yeah, it's like a stab
Yikes.
magnet. Oh my god. The newest U.S. Army military tactical vest, anti-stab hard.
We don't wear those.
Self-defense clothing, bulletproof security equipment, min, tactical vest, bulletproof vest, and mountaineering vest.
The reason why they do that, and when you see, like, if you ever look up, like, tactical gear or things like that, what do you call it? Fucking, they're using that because it's keywords when you type it in, so that way it comes up first.
That's
like, it's
this
a whole
line.
thing.
God, they're killing our soldiers with these. This is their latest and greatest.
That's what $40.
And they advertise bulletproof. I got through it with this.
Ugh.
I actually don't think this will get super.
That's not really sharp at the point anymore.
I like that you said anymore, like we didn't.
Well, it's a cosplay sword, so you can't, you know. I don't know, I should. I don't know, like, I wonder, hold on, I wonder. Illegal in London. Yeah, no, actually, in the United Kingdom, there are currently no legal restrictions on the purchase or ownership of body armor. If you ever actually do want to purchase body armor, which I believe every single person should own a set of body armor, I worked with this company quite a bit, and they make. I've actually shot their stuff. I got a deal. They deal with Raven Rock now too, but my contact here's name is Amanda. She's super cool. But like this is an actual helmet, and yeah, everything's mad expensive. But like this right here is just, it doesn't include plates, but you could order some of this. You have to order the plates too, but you know, you're not gonna. The vest alone isn't going to do anything for you, you know. But like in the videos on 9GP, I ran. Where is it? Where's the Shield 2.0? This guy. I bought this one with some plates. Not bad. The plates are what's expensive, not the carrier. But it's not bad. You should also own some tourniquets. I have quite a few tourniquets. And one of the best things, like if you ever have any like self-defense things, or like you're wearing body armor, or you have like any kind of like firearms, knives, things like that, or any kind of protective equipment, is 1 is none and 2 is 1. So you want to typically have like, you want to have ideally a tourniquet for each limb. So 4. But if you have 1 tourniquet, it's like not having, because if you're getting shot to the point you need a tourniquet in a civilian like setting, you're probably getting shot multiple fucking times. So you're probably going to need more than 1, ideally.
Dent that out of the
Well, that's what I meant. It's not.
Need real metal armor. Dude, I would love some knight armor, but I'm sure that shit's so expensive. And I'm not getting into it. Price isn't a problem. Then buy it. Yeah, buy some. I forget what the code she told me was to get 20% off. After I finished doing their stuff with them, I got a code that lets me buy stuff from them for like, 20% off of what the normal
It's not
price
sharp
would be.
anymore because you dented it the first time you picked it up.
Yeah. A real test, I guess, is just the K-bar every time.
Well, yeah, you can't use a cosplay sword. That's not gonna work. Yep. That'll.
Okay.
Don't buy that.
Coming in with the kitchen knife.
This is gonna be like a.
Do not buy that.
Knife sharpener.
A steak knife. Okay.
All right.
Well, I wouldn't recommend getting your safety equipment from Wish.
I'm gonna like this one. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So this one is
a t-shirt.
A cut-resistant shirt, kind of like the gloves you would wear to like cook. So this will, I see no way this stops a stab.
Yeah.
So it's not stab resistant, it's cut resistant.
How much is this one, Chelsea?
This one was $84 on Amazon.
This is 84?
85.
It's just a shirt. It feels like just a shirt.
What? 5. Wow.
Out of how many levels, though?
100.
How many levels are there? Do you know?
I have no idea how many levels. But yeah, it says like it's level 5 stab proof, slice resistant. Where did it show?
Show the camera.
It says stab proof?
Yeah, this is just 2. We're giving it extra too. It's normally just 1 layer.
Yeah, it is just 1 layer usually. I mean.
Wait, hang on. Wait.
Oh. The way it just glides off.
Well, it's come on, stab it like a. Oh. That'll do it. $85.29, right?
Okay.
In this economy, that $1.29 actually matters.
Just leave that in. Maybe level 5 is up to age 5.
This is a level 5.
All right. So there's a bunch of companies that come out and like they say that it's rated for like X, Y, and Z. There are 0 regulations in the U.S. right now that say companies can't say that it's level 5 stab proof and it not be. There's something called a NJI like inspection that you have to get your plates rated. So like a lot of stab proof equipment and plates you actually have to send to like New Jersey, and they get tested in a controlled environment where the room is controlled with temperature, the exact same temperature, the exact same rounds, the exact same like everything to a T, and then it gets a rating. And without that rating, they can't sell it to government or police or military at all. You have to get that rating to be able to sell to military. But there's no laws in place that say you can't false advertise protective equipment, say it does one thing and it doesn't actually do that.
5 K-bar.
Which is honestly nuts.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll slash. It's slash resistant. I'll give it that.
Yeah, see, I kind of like, all right, so in fairness, I don't think I can do it because I could probably just grab a t-shirt and then put it on something and slash at it. I feel like they should use a box cutter. You know, something that's like has a little bit more that's meant to be sliced. They should use a box cutter to see if it's like actually stab proof. Yeah. Because that sucks. That's I wouldn't want that. Like at all.
Fully dead. This has to be a level 1 blade. Like this has to win against this. Surely.
Level 1 blade.
World of Warcraft weaponry.
Oh, we just stopped it.
No.
Oh. All right, so Matt, because you're in London, if you take anything away from that, it's when you stab, you twist. Stab and twist, Matt. Okay? You miss WoW, World of Warcraft?
Yeah.
You know, I saw the plunder, the pirate plunder thing or plunder storm at their battle royale, and it just I don't know. It seems like because they acquired the Spellbreak devs, that Spellbreak just kind of worked on that. And they just stuck them over on WoW, and they're like, oh, let's try X, Y, and Z. You know, not good.
That one feel more sturdy.
I miss good World of Warcraft.
Yeah, this one I actually think will stop most of it, not all of it.
So we'll start with the small knife again on this one, because I have hopes that this can stop the small knife. It will. Oh yeah, there's a little something in there. It's like gel almost. Mine's like metal plate.
Yeah, this one's
all
more,
right.
I think. Yeah, it does kind of feel like a really big piece of like
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh.
That's so easily.
Cutter stab.
Oh, I can.
It's
It's like a nice. I could go through it.
What the fuck? There's cookies underneath me.
All right. Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, you gotta stab and twist.
I'm not killing anyone today with this. Not if you're wearing this puppy.
Can you imagine getting taken out by that tiny little guy?
All right.
The knife, not Charlie.
That's the level 1 knife.
This is the first best past the 1/4-inch blade. Big slash. Uh-oh.
Did it stop it?
No, it stopped. I think. Yeah, it feels stopped.
Like you really want to kill this guy. He said, get out of the state, Wokey. And you're like, no sir.
Well, I hate when people say that to me.
Oh!
Okay, well, that one got
He
through.
is dead. Did he go? I mean, that's not fair, though. He called me a Wokey, so he was never going to live.
Stop playing in 2021. Yeah, I stopped playing towards the end of Shadowlands when because I was really hoping that Shadowlands was going to be a lot better. And then it just kind of turned into a grind where I felt like every time I wanted to play the game, I just had to do fucking chores. And that's, yeah, so like the end of Shadowlands, I didn't even finish Shadowlands. I think I did like the first or second raid. Yeah, I did 2 raids out of Shadowlands and then just quit.
Crawling through the jungle. I see him. I can't quite hit him like this. I'm gonna come in.
Maybe stab him.
Oh!
I put a lot behind that too.
You're not a blue-blooded American.
I don't know. Maybe you just found like the one small weakness in there.
Where did you go in? Was it like over here?
You went in right here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go in
okay.
your area. Yeah. Call me a Wokey again. It really gets my
Hey,
blood pumping.
blue hair.
Whoa! I hate blue hairs.
Okay, so Charlie's just not that strong. I know he's been going to the gym and shit like that, but Charlie's not killing
You're
anyone.
off to the side again, Matt. You're in the
Where do you want-
sensitive spot.
Where do you want me to stab him? I found the weak point.
Stab him right here.
Yeah, you can't stab them in the right spot.
All right.
It's got to be in the most protected area.
It's gotta be in the most
you're
protected area.
Wait. Call me a Wokey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but it was fucking, what was the game? It was one of those free MMOs, but it's not free. It's just like, it's definitely pay to win. Nice. What do you call it? Fucking, oh, what was that game? Yeah, fucking, oh, holy hell. It was an MMO, and like I grinded all the way to like the final thing, and then it just got boring. Yeah, it wasn't a good one. I'm in blue and you in the white. What does that mean? Or that's like me and you. Oh, are you trying to? Oh, cause yeah. Oh, you're stronger than me. That's right. I forgot, Matt. How sorry of me to forget that you are oh so manly. I mean, you can just now get a beer in the States, but you know. want to talk about that.
Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna be able to like.
Oh, you immediately cut into it.
That's okay. It's just the fabric.
Well,
It's just fabric.
It's not slice proof, is it? It's just stab proof.
Well, nothing can.
The plate might be.
Yeah, nothing can really be stabbed. I'm really kind of getting.
Yeah, you're like really wrecking that bad boy.
I'm filleting it.
He's not doing a bad job. Right. I could drink it. Oh yeah, I forgot. You guys are alcoholics. London's got a lot of alcoholics. Because you guys are allowed to drink like as a fetus.
I didn't get straight enough in there.
Oh wait, aren't you guys not allowed to ride a motorcycle over like 300 cc's until you're 25? Like, don't you have to have like a tiny little bike until you're 25 years old? Just, I want to, is that true? Because if so, it's like,
That's actually very good. Or you try.
Yeah, okay. Oh.
A little more in that time, but not bad. I don't think that went through. Maybe it did. That's pretty good.
I don't think it did it?
Yeah, should we?
Yeah, he's doing it backhanded though, so he's able to put a lot more force going like this than he would like this. And most people are going to try to stab you like this. In fairness. But if somebody gets up on you and they're straight up like they're intending to kill you, and they're probably stabbing you in the face. If they're getting up on you and they're backhanding a knife at you like this, they're probably going to try to stab you in the face. I don't think that's going to matter. I don't know, I'm not allowed to own one. Oh, mommy said no. I got it. I remember. Sorry, Matt. Sorry. I guess we do have a little bit more freedoms. I would rather drive a car. Yeah, facts. Yeah. I don't understand the hype over motorcycles. I used to drive one because Nevada had a no chase law. I've never had a motorcycle license, but yeah, really, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of bikes. It's just easy death, you know. Oh!
Charlie, get on him. Fuck him up.
Alright. Get out of my house, bro.
Wait.
You won't find what you're looking for here.
Oh, shit!
Oh! That was scary.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, it's smart. Tag out.
It's Matt's turn. I think you might have got through it that time.
Yeah, it's like you also have to read the ratings for how many stabs, because it's the same thing with like if you own level 4 body armor and you get shot multiple times in the same plate, eventually one's gonna go through. So like that's actually pretty good.
I'm in, baby.
Somehow my kitchen knife didn't work. my time and stable.
I'm a better driver. Didn't you? You just. Do you even own a car, Matt? Do you even own a vehicle? And you use I do not use a booster seat. All right. First of all, I drive a GT4. You have a car? Oh, nice. Nice. That's awesome. You got a car. You can afford a plane ticket. Like you're really getting ahead. You're still shit at Fortnite though.
Wasn't good enough.
Alright, eventually, come on, you know.
Getting attacked by Charlie.
Yeah, I'm like a freak.
He crawls on top and he'll just kind of like sit there for a second.
You'd be asleep and you'd be like, what's happening? You'd like slowly be like, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, I'm just like afraid now. I blew up my other knife.
This should be far stronger.
Well, that's what we said about the marble thing.
That's not what we said.
That's like a $4 Walmart knife.
I just want to give it one good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, just one.
Like to really send him to the shadow realm.
Oh, Charlie.
That one kind of got in there.
Could just be a mugging.
He also lives in Florida, by the way.
That's good.
Wow.
That was 5 minutes showing it's great.
That was good, yeah.
I don't. I'm good. I've seen enough.
It seems like if you are worried about a stabbing, you need to start spending.
I was always better. Yeah, okay. Okay.
It's good. 400 and up, you're safe.
Anything under 400 is probably not going to do too much for you.
We should do this with the real high end, like can you rate your K-bar on like $1,000?
Well, that's what I wanted to do, but PSS wouldn't sell to us.
Maybe now, once they see this video, maybe they'll send us one to test.
Oh, true, yeah.
So if you're watching,
we're the
give us one.
now. Yeah.
Any last words?
Huh? No, just I think it's about time we stop stabbing each other.
That's that was a quote for you and everybody in London, man. That was actually a cool video. I really liked that one. I give that a like, right? All right. Nice, nice, nice. Is the Cybertruck actually bulletproof? See, there's so many firearm channels, though. You know, like American chocolate is so overly sweet. What do you mean? Chocolate's chocolate, dude. Oh, because we have like preservatives and all that shit. You guys just like take it for right from like the cocoa bean. You guys are also like crackheads and shit too, so. And you're British, dude. No, you don't have taste. You don't get to tell us how fucking American chocolate is, you little weirdo. You drink watered down coffee. You get try to tell you chocolate's overly sweet. You can't handle a little American chocolate. And you're trying to go to Florida with the crack bears. My God, bro.
Today we're going to see how bullet resistant the Cybertruck really is. Since nothing is actually bulletproof, there's always going to be a bigger bullet. But today we're going to see science.
Yeah, like they have anti-tank rifles, which you have to set up like days in advance.
That line gets drawn. We have tiny 22 bullets all the way up to a 50 cal, which
I will never, ever. That's my dream rifle right there. Those are $8,000 a piece, if not more. 8 to like 12 grand for this big ass rifle right here. But that I want to own one of those. So if these medical sales go through really nicely, yeah, I'll be purchasing one of these big motherfuckers, and I guarantee you I will take it everywhere I go. It will never it will never leave my side. A little weird that they don't have risers on their optic though. I guess the cheek weld is kind of low, but I don't know. I like it to be up a little bit. Well, I guess that's really good. It's not bad.
The job. It's a little bit snowy today, so we have to sterilize the surface.
No way, he's got the fucking. You remember when Elon Musk sold these? If it wasn't for us, you'd be speaking donkeys. What do you mean? We came from you and we just said, hey, we're gonna go do our own thing, and then you guys like, no, you're not gonna do that. We want that continent too. And then we like tickled your asshole and like beat you guys the fuck up. That joke is weaker than the Prince William's hairline. Ooh, good one.
With the burn test.
All right, burn test.
All right, that was
I really wanted one of these too.
Shooting. To make things a bit more interesting, Ridge has sent over quite a few of their compact wallets and said that for any bullet that hits within the red square, they will donate $1,000 to my off-road wheelchair company, Not a Wheelchair. So huge thanks to Ridge for sponsoring this video. I've personally carried a Ridge wallet in my own pocket for the last 5 years. Mostly because I have an abnormal allure to titanium, but also because it blocks RFID, goes in my front pocket instead of my back pocket, holds up to 12 cards, and has a lifetime warranty. This is what a new burnt titanium looks like, and what a burnt titanium looks like after being in your pocket for 5 years.
That's not bad.
They also have a ridiculously awesome looking
okay,
burnt
like I don't like to discredit people's
and again,
like
huge thanks to Ridge
advertisement,
for
but
sponsoring
yeah.
this video and donating money, if assuming we can hit anything, to my Not a Wheelchair project. We are
Nice.
being as safe as possible during this shooting.
Look at that rifle, bro.
Official gun range.
Oh god, it's so nice.
For complete protection against any stray bullets. The rules of the competition are we have 30 bullets and this red square box, and for
Okay.
each bullet that ends up inside the red square box, Ridge will donate $1,000 to my Not a Wheelchair company, up to $15,000. First gun we'll be trying out is a Glock 19. It's a 9mm
There's no way.
handgun, shooting full metal jackets, 115 grain, and I am gonna take 5 shots and see where that gets us. Never shot a $100,000 truck before, but
Throw
Elon
100
says it's
grand?
bulletproof.
No fucking way, dude.
That's wild.
Did that just stop that?
Oh, no way. Oh. That one went through. Did it?
Oh no, dang.
Oh, that's it.
Did that ridge wall just stop that
They're a
bullet?
little bit warm. Each divot is warm, but there's no cracking. That's awesome. The Cybertruck is bulletproof to a 9mm for sure.
Yeah, a 9mm.
Oh, no way. I didn't even see this. Zoom in on this. The Damascus steel caught the bullet.
Holy, that's actually fucking cool. That's actually, that's fucking sick. Holy shit. If only a little homie with the phone book had a Ridge wallet. Hashtag sponsored.
Look at that. That is the coolest thing. Damascus steel.
That's fucking, I might buy a Ridge wallet just,
5
you know
times.
what? How much is a Ridge wallet? I might buy one just to go shoot it. It's Damascus steel Ridge wallet. Hold on. So I'd need a fucking Ridge wallet, right? And then I've got quite a few different calibers right now. Unlock up to 30 per. No, just let me see your fucking wallets. Don't be a dick. I don't want to sign up for your fucking program. All right, let's see. Hyperlime carbon. I could buy a. Oh fuck, man. All right, the Damascus is 180 bucks. All right, but that would actually be a pretty sweet video. I'd need like 5 of them, I think. That's like, fuck, man. That's goddamn $1,000 to. Oh, they were originally $225. Holy shit! But to check out how many, like, what rounds, what calibers can a Ridge wallet stop? Like, that's actually nuts. I might just email them and see if we can make that. Could it stop my pocket knife? 100%, bro. 100% it could stop your pocket knife. But that's actually that's really cool. Like, that's actually really, really cool.
And I hit 5 times.
Wow.
The last thing we want is for the 9mm bullet to hit in the same spot twice because the metal's
True.
already.
Oh, so it definitely dented it. Yeah, no, a mannequin ballistics gel with a Ridge wallet in front of it. See, because that's a good stoppage. But then again, I'm also thinking, like, is it because the Ridge wallet was placed up against the Cybertruck is the reason why it stopped? If it was placed up against flesh, would it actually stop it? That. Because a 9mm, that's a supersonic round.
So I got 5 of my shots within the square, so that's $5,000 for Not a Wheelchair Company. Riley's the chief operations officer over there.
So,
and now it's his turn to shoot.
If it can stop a 9mm round, which is a supersonic round, then I'm pretty sure it could stop a 40, which is just a bigger bullet, as a subsonic round, which would be really cool to see.
I don't know why I'm nervous, but I'm nervous. Like, I've never been nervous hitting a target, but.
All right, do it for the discounted wheelchairs. Make sure you get them all in the box. I hit the wallet 1 time, so we'll see if Riley's a better shot than I am.
Too close to the window. I'm nervous. No pressure, right?
Yeah, no pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure.
They're out of public range too. Shit always makes me nervous. Public ranges.
Woo! Right. Dang, dude. I shouldn't have done that, huh? Oh, well.
That was solid. That was 5 shots, right?
That was 5, yep.
Hey, you too, brother. Yeah, get some sleep, man. I know it's super late for you, dude.
Dang, dude.
Thanks for stopping by and hanging out, dude.
Wow.
I appreciate it.
That wallet protected the Cybertruck really well, actually.
Which is good, because I didn't even realize I was shooting the same spot. If there was no wallet, it would have gone through. So.
That's crazy. So that's where the wallet was.
That is nutty.
That's Riley's bullet. You can see the splatter.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So it turns out Riley's a better shot than me, and our third contestant is Jacob, and he's going to be the one who's patching any holes that go through the Cybertruck door, right?
Yeah.
He's a really good stain the field. All right, let's see what you can do. Okay, Jacob. I hit all 5 of mine. Riley hit all 5 of his. Let's see what you can do.
Okay, but you don't want them all in the same spot, right?
Right, right. Spread them out a little bit. Inside the red box.
Woo! How many wallets did they send them? Oh, they sent them quite a bit. Yeah, we saw them in the trunk.
Sick. Nice work. Oh, that one's stuck in. Your bullet's still inside.
Dude, it would hurt like hell, but it wouldn't go through.
Sick. So far, we haven't missed a single shot. Every single one of them has been
Holy
inside
shit.
the red box. That was almost a little too easy, making $15,000 for the Not a Wheelchair Company. There'll be a discount code on the website, bringing the cost of each one of our machines down by $1,000.
Nice.
Thank you very much, Ridge. Now let's try some bigger ammunition.
This one cracked a little bit, it looks like. How in total we cracked?
Did you hit 2 in the same spot?
No.
Maybe,
Yeah,
actually,
1,
yeah.
2, 3, 4. Well, no, there's one there.
Well, eventually they're going to go through. You can't just be punishing metal. It'll get hot and warp. Like, it's still metal.
The first but not the last. We have some big bullets coming through. So we've officially determined that the Cybertruck is indeed bulletproof to 9mm ammo as long as we're not hitting in the same spot over and over again. There's a small crack where we double shot in the same hole. Right now though, we're gonna be shooting some faster ammunition, which means that it will probably go through the door. And so we're gonna cheat a little bit by opening up the door just so we're not bouncing bullets around inside of the cab. I do want to be able to use my Cybertruck after this scratch test is over. For the rest of the test, we have 2 very small bullets and then 2 very large bullets. This is a 22 and this is a 17. This one travels at 1,000 feet per second and most likely will not go through the car.
Not at all.
This one
There's no
travels
way.
at 2,500 feet per second and most likely will go through the door. Interesting how tiny they both are. For reference, this was the 9mm bullet that we were shooting earlier. This one's the 17 and this one's the 22. This one's about 6 cents. This one costs about 40 cents and this one costs about 25 cents. When we get into the bigger bullets though, this AR costs 33 cents and this 50 cal costs about $5 a shot.
When was this video made? What was this? 2 weeks ago. These were $11 a fucking round a couple years ago. $11 a round. When that whole we had like this ammunition shortage for a while, and everything skyrocketed in price. Like if you wanted ammo, you couldn't find it anywhere. Montana was so dry, you had to order it.
Shot. Not that it matters when we're shooting 100.
Little mini 14. Little standard AR. Another AR. Adorable.
For $1,000 truck. Let's see what happens to these little tiny guys. This is a 22. It will probably not go through.
There's no fucking way it goes through. A 22, yeah.
Okay.
Fun fact about the 22 round, it's actually one of the most dangerous because when it enters your skin, it'll bounce off your rib cage and then bounce around inside your body, just destroying all your shit. If you get hit with like a 9mm or like a bigger bullet, you have a better chance of it going through and through instead of just sitting in there and skipping around in all your organs. Little messy.
Those 20s, they're cute.
They're adorable. 22s are adorable. If you put a silencer on an M&P 22, you can't even hear it. All you hear is the action of the bolt, and it's beautiful.
That's sweet. Little bullet splatters all the way around. All right.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Rent used to be. Yeah.
9mm and 22.
No, and this was like 2 years ago. That ammunition was just so fucking expensive. Like I wasn't even shooting a lot unless Rogue Firearms was producing the ammo. I just couldn't afford it. Like they brought out like 2,000 rounds for us to test out the 9mm, and like my finger hurt from pressing it that fucking much.
Bullets so far. This one's a 17 HMR going 2.5 times faster than the 22, and even though it's about the same size as the 9mm, this one should go through. 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah. I can see that from here. That's sick. Okay, let's go check it out. What's the damage? Oh my gosh. Oh, that went crazy. That's all the way through. Anything in the backside? Interesting. What in the world? Hey, it went through the door panel, but it didn't go through anything else.
That still counts as bulletproof. That's a W.
That's crazy. The Cybertruck is not bulletproof to a 17. Let's try.
No. I disagree. I 100% disagree. I say if it doesn't make it through into the cab of the vehicle, like how is that not bulletproof? Like, if it didn't make it into the cab because you broke the exterior, because think about it like bulletproof glass. That shit gets fucking wrecked, but it doesn't get into the cab. Like there's no way. That's still bulletproof. Because you're safe inside.
This time we're shooting an AR-15. A 223 is this much bigger than a 17, and it's also moving 1,000 feet faster per second, about 3,200. Quite a bit bigger, quite a bit faster. I have a feeling this one's gonna go through both sides of the door. 3, 2, 1.
They got the little stick to hold the door. Oh yeah.
Went straight through.
Okay, so anything up to an actual gun, it won't go through. I have that same fucking optic.
Clear. It's actually good for replacing though, right by the other hole.
Yeah.
Because you're so close to the other one.
That's how good of a shot I am.
Heck yeah.
All right, so that one was the 17 probably. And this is the 223. Moment of truth. Oh.
Yeah, now it's not. Yeah, it's not bulletproof.
So that's plastic right
for
there.
like 223 and
That's really
above.
cool. We freaking.
Now the thing is, he's not. So 223 and 5.56 are the exact same round, but military, like the military uses a 5.56, which is just it's the exact same bullet. It's just a higher pressure, so it actually goes faster. And most people only buy 223 for target practice. You buy 5.56 for like anything else that you would possibly want to do that involves shooting things that you no longer want to be there.
Nailed that though. Look at this, Jacob.
Oh, perfect.
That's a perfect shot.
Hardly even till anything happened. Is that the 17?
Did it come through?
Did it go through and we didn't
I didn't
even
see
notice?
anything.
But yeah, that's interesting. You can see some soundproofing in there as well as plastic.
That looks like it.
Let's try to get the 50 cal in this.
Okay, yeah, the 50's going through. There's no. Yeah.
So, Riley, you think this one's the 17?
Yeah, just because, I mean, that 223 is moving so much faster, so it just goes straight through like hot knife through butter.
Does anyone know how fast a 50 cal goes?
I forget off the top of my head.
We need Google.
Oh, that's nothing. 2,900?
That's slower.
Yeah, it's just the mass of the hit.
Slower,
you know?
but so much bigger.
It's like the equivalent of 9mm versus 45. Except this will just fucking rip your shit apart. God, look at how beautiful that is. I want one of those so fucking bad. I'd sleep with it every night.
Okay, it's go time.
Every night. I would just sit there and cuddle it.
That this bullet is probably going to go through the door, both sides.
It's going to go
The
through,
previous
yeah.
two did. The thing
Right.
I'm worried about, though, is that this is probably going to shatter the glass even though we're hitting the door. Just because of how brutal
This is gonna be good.
and large this bullet is.
I'm
Fingers
excited.
crossed we don't break the glass. Because as we know,
God damn, that's beautiful.
glass is glass.
Oh my god.
And glass.
Look at how gorgeous that thing is. You hear that sound? Can you imagine, like, kicking someone's door and then all you hear is just that there's this big ass round being racked? Like, obviously you wouldn't shoot a home intruder with a 50 cal. Like, it would be ideal. Like, if you were like a farmer and lived on a farm or something, but 100%, if I shot a 50 cal into an intruder, not only is it going through that guy, it's going to go through all of the walls, through my neighbor, and probably into the other complex as well, and kill some other people, maybe take out a coffee pot or two.
Three.
Oh, it's
Two.
oh god, that's beautiful.
One.
Oh yeah. God
I
damn.
did all right. I can see through the door from here. That's freaking wild. Oh my gosh. Look at that. It like starred open. Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, you shot it with a 50. That's
My whole
kind of
finger through that.
yeah.
What's this side looking
shoot
like?
shit with a 50. It's gonna.
Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad. What do you think, Riley?
Not bad at all. I was expecting a little more, but that's not bad.
Yeah, we might even just leave that.
Have to see if the window will roll down.
Oh no.
That's yeah, that's true.
There also seems to be a giant misconception that the windows of the Cybertruck are bulletproof, and they are most definitely not. The armor glass that was proposed during the initial launch never came to fruition, and the Cybertruck glass is most definitely not bulletproof in any way, shape, or form.
Wait, so what the? How the fuck are they saying the truck's bulletproof at all? Like, if somebody was gonna shoot at your fucking vehicle, they're gonna shoot through the glass. Like, why are we even doing this at all then? That doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why we're doing this. Like, even remotely, it's obviously not It's a bulletproof up to 22. I mean, technically that is a bullet and it does stop it, but I mean most. I don't know. Just hardened steel will fucking stop at 22.
It is
That doesn't make
far
any
too thin
sense.
for that. Yes. That's awesome. Back up.
That's cool though.
Woo! And the truck is still in one piece. There's a few ventilation holes now, but overall, I am very satisfied with how bullet resistant the Cybertruck.
That's not bullet resistant. No. you gotta stop saying that. It's kind of starting to sound like the fake ass stab vest, you know, because like you think about the video we just watched with the stab vest in Penguin Zero, like this is not bulletproof, and in the side of the car, the windows, like what?
It works on 9mm 22. Anything faster than that, and there's gonna be a hole, but still.
So 9mm and 22, which if somebody's trying to kill you, they're probably using something heavier than 9mm. I'm really upset they didn't grab 40 or 45 because they're subsonic rounds, and I feel like that was a huge misconception because like the only subsonic round they used was the 50 cal, and it's a 50 cal. Of course, it's going to go through, especially at that range. You know, 50 cal is used to shoot at a very long distance, not 50 feet away. Like, it's pretty much going to go through a lot of... You could be wearing level 4 plates and 50 feet away, and 50 cal is going to go, like, right through it. And, well, just kill you anyways. It's going to shatter your sternum into your heart. But, yeah, that's not bulletproof at all. And if the windows aren't bulletproof, then what's the point?
On a bullet is still infinitely better than letting it pass through both sides of the vehicle. What do you think, Jacob? Think you can patch up this hole over here?
No, that's not bulletproof. That is definitely not bulletproof.
No, I mean, depending on what you want to do about that.
And we just drop some weld bead in there.
Yeah.
Usually not as thick as it seems on the edges.
Is it thinner on the middle of the panel?
Feels like it. Oh, butcher.
Yeah, it's so starred up in there.
Put it in too far, it can't come back.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't... Oh, that looks good. That doesn't constitute it. I hear you, but I don't understand a word. Okay, so like, so basically, like, if you look at this, let's get a good picture of this stupid fucking truck thing. All right, so it's advertising, like this whole video, he's advertising the Cybertruck as being bulletproof. And if you go back, like, if you think about it, okay, like with the stab vest, well, they're like stab resistant, but they were like just going right through them. Bulletproof means it's bulletproof, and it's like what is the bulletproof rating? So that's what we. Let me see. Let's see what they rate it to. Rating. Let's see. Okay. Spoil the video, say right out, Cybertruck can't stop a 50 caliber bullet. Okay. Okay, yeah, we're not. Latest phones, Cybertruck, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, no, it's, no. Yeah, so it doesn't mention any armor rating, and it wasn't. We literally just saw. So they're saying it's rated, like it can stop up to a 9mm round, but we literally watched it go through the door on the 9mm with the HMR round. Like, where is it? So it's not bulletproof at all. It could stop at 22, but most cars, like an old fucking one of those old like station wagons that when like cars were made out of steel and not aluminum, they would have stopped at 22 also. But like, you can't call it fucking bulletproof if the glass is just glass. Like, think about it. If you were ever going to shoot at somebody in game and they're in a vehicle, are you shooting the side of the vehicle? No. So this whole video is like, it's just got to be like a sponsorship, you know, we're going to say it is, things like that. But yeah, the 9mm went through, it made a hole in it, but people are going to shoot the glass. If the glass isn't bulletproof, what the fuck is the point of the entire vehicle? You know? Like if it's, like I want them to shoot the glass with the 22 to let's see if does it at least stop the 22? Because most people don't really do anything besides hunt squirrels with 22s or practice with them. Like 22, it's because it's like, look, it's such a cheap round that you can buy a fuckload of them for like $11. I got 100 of them for like $10. So people tend to take the guns that they have, and this would be more like a training gun. But what do you call it? Yeah, and like they didn't even use a shotgun slug. Like I want to see a 12-gauge slug hit it too. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of opportunity missed in this video. See, that's why I need more subscribers and followers so that I can get fucking what's his name? What's his name? Space Boy. Who's Space Boy? Space Boy. SpaceX Boy. Elon Musk. Yeah. To send me a fucking Cybertruck. And that way I can actually, like, you know, let's semi-auto 12 gauge, versus Cybertruck maybe. It's a subsonic round. Should be all right. They're just little BBs. And then I wanna shoot it with that, like more relevant, like, cause I don't know anybody with a 50 caliber rifle. I don't know anybody with one of these. And I don't think there's ever been a shooting or a mass shooting or anything like that in game. Calm down, Twitch. In game where somebody's used one of these. Cause it's like $8,000 for this rifle. Nobody's shooting at you in your Cybertruck with a 50 cal. So, like, you should see shotguns, ARs, 9mm, 40, 45, 5.7. 5.7 is just it's kind of like that HMR round that you guys saw. That's a bit. It's just like a pistol that shoots, like, it's going through aluminum for sure. Like, you shoot engine blocks with it and stuff. But, which would be fun, figuring out which round. That's what I technically could do with that Eclipse. I could go ahead and put that car, take it out to the range, tow it out to the range, and see which round will penetrate an engine block. That would be way more fun, you know? That would be way more fun. This is not bulletproof. So let's go ahead and watch. I love this. Execution methods. I gotta take a piss again. This is one of my favorite guys. The Air Force vet. Super cool. Many of you probably already know who he is.
Questions we're not here to answer in Grantham. What we are here to bring you is cold, hard truth. And the cold, hard truth we are bringing you today is, what does it look like and how effective is it? We're going to be testing out various execution methods that are real world, using the actual weapons, using the actual ammo, and we hope to give you guys a good visual representation of what it looks like. Because what is important here on Grantham is what, Micah?
Science.
That's right, science. And we are here to bring you science in a world of wishy-washy nothingness. But before we do that, we of course have to thank the biggest sponsor of the channel. The biggest sponsor of the channel is the who, Micah?
Sonoran Desert Institute.
That's right, Sonoran Desert Institute. If you're looking to get your start in gunsmithing, they are the people to go to. We love them. They do sponsor our science, and it's not always good science, but it is still science. So big thank you to them, and of course, we cannot forget who, Micah?
Primary Arms.
Which we are the only influencer to have ever bullied a real company into releasing a Skittles sticker. I don't know if I'm proud. Great optics, great price, we love them. And of course, guys, if you're looking to get better at dry firing, Mantis turns your gun into a dry fire machine. We love it. I use the hell out of it on my off time, just shooting the TV constantly. Rest in peace, Jennifer Lawrence. Now, my name is Michael Jones. I am a retired military, avid shooter, and big proponent of gun science. And today we're going to be answering some very cool questions. Now, what we have right here is a ballistic dummy from Ballistic Dummy Labs, a very good approximation of what the human body is. We have bone, we have blood, we have organs, and this is about as close as we can get without using what, Micah?
Real human beings?
Pedophiles, which aren't real human beings.
In all honesty,
so we're gonna use these as
I
a
think
stand-in,
the video that we just watched, I should just edit
I
that
think
and
one of the
upload
most
that to the fucking
interesting
Ninth Garden page,
executions
because that was a pretty good video. The Cybertruck is not fucking bulletproof. Stop saying it's bulletproof.
Now, Utah still
It's
has
fucking
a
not.
firing squad. Now,
Stops at
firing squad
22.
Used a lot more, not so much anymore because
Oh my God, it's 9 o'clock at night.
We can prove that not true. So in Utah, what they use is Winchester 94 rifles chambered in 30-30. Now, Micah,
real human beings,
pedophiles, which aren't real human beings. So we're gonna use these as a stand-in, and we're gonna be starting with, I think, one of the most interesting executions, and that is how they execute people in Utah. Thank you, Mormons. Now, Utah still has a firing squad. Now, firing squad used to be used a lot more, not so much anymore because they considered it inhumane, and hopefully we can prove that not true.
Dude, his videos are so much better since he got out of the Air Force. He's got his beard now, a little mustache.
So, in Utah, what they use is Winchester 94 rifles chambered in 30-30. Now, we could not get Winchester 94s, and we couldn't get Henry's, but we told Rossi that we were going to be doing a execution video, and they happily sent us guns, so thank you, Rossi. The rounds used are...
That's so nice. Like, that would be super cool. Be like, hey, you know, what's up? I'm about to do this video. And they're like, oh, let me send you some guns.
Winchester silver tips in 30-30. This is a fairly old ammunition, and as much as we can tell from our insider source, these are the actual rounds that are used, and they were very hard to source. So, in Utah, they use 5 30-30 rifles, and one of those rifles has a wax slug in it. That way, if any of the guys, you know, are very sad about shooting somebody, then they can, you know,
play mental gymnastics.
Yeah, be like, oh, maybe I had the wax slug, because apparently it feels very much so like real recoil. So in any case, only 4 of the rifles are actually firing a slug. So we have 4 shooters, each firing 1 round of Winchester 30-30 Silvertip into the chest of the dummy, and we'll be doing our first execution video. So
beautiful.
Let's get on with it.
All right.
Let's go make sure our guy right here.
Last smoke.
Feel a little calm. We have a little bit of nicotine, calm him down. This is pretty intense. So with all that being said, let's kill him. All right, right here we have our posse. We have Stockpile Defense, Boise, Idaho, and then of course, who are you representing, Pat?
Pyramid Tattoos.
All right, cool.
Boise,
So we have these vagrants. We're gonna be putting this guy out of his misery. 4 rounds of 30-30. Mike, are you ready?
I am.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. It singed the
Look
meat.
at the flowering off those rounds entering. Like, that is beautiful ballistics when they came in.
He just doesn't have a chest anymore.
He does. Look at so we have a couple different impacts. So to be clear, there's a little bit of lag and stagger between all the shots in slow-mo. It's pretty simultaneous, but like you have to imagine, like even police officers all shooting together, or whatever jail officers who are shooting, like they're not going to be perfectly timed. You're kind of going to get 4-ish rounds in around a second. It's kind of brutal.
He's gonna feel at least one of them for a little bit.
I mean, you would with lethal injection too. How long does lethal injection take? Like 30 minutes? I'll take this any day. First round when it came through, you can see it completely shattered the rib and went straight through the heart. That's death right there. Right here, we have these 2, came through the lung tissue, blew out the ascending aorta. Upper round right here, traveled through, shattered the collarbone. If we come out the back, this is where it gets crazy, because we had 2 rounds exit out through the lungs. You can see all this tissue coming out. We had 1 round go through the spinal cord. That's your guns.
Oh, yeah.
And it kind of got stuck right there. And the other round also crushed through the spinal cord as well as through the heart. You're
very dead.
Death, man. This is quick. I would take. Okay, would you take lethal injection?
Yeah, for sure, because they put you to sleep first.
It doesn't always work. It doesn't always work. What about?
Yeah, but no, because people aren't always the best shots either. Like, if you go bleed out for like 4 minutes, I don't know.
Would you take the electric chair over this?
No.
Hey,
yeah.
No.
You'd rather get shot first?
Yes, absolutely.
I would get shot, 100%.
Yeah, over electric
We tried
chair?
an
Yeah.
American execution method, but what about some other countries throughout the world? Let's do some of those. So, Micah, we're going to be doing the Soviet/the Russian execution method. You know what that is?
I don't know. It's usually something like you exercise
Cyanide?
free speech, so they shoot you in the back or something. Give you some spicy tea.
That's pretty good. So you're going to be taking 1 round of 9x18 to the back of the head. They're very economical. They don't have a lot of money, so that's the best way to save the money because they have a bunch of those. So whether it's
The
a Makarov
shade.
or if you're Polish or what have you,
The
9x18,
shade.
which, if you don't know, is a little less than 9mm and a little bit more than 380. Not a lot of power. You're about to get Abraham Lincoln. We're not losing to the Ukraine.
Wow, that was anticlimactic.
Yeah, that was super anticlimactic. It's just not that much.
It's like they wanted to suffer a little bit.
Yeah, okay, but come take a look at this right
No,
here.
you're
So
out cold
it
after
did
that.
straight up, star pattern in the back of the head, and you have all that gunpowder that's burnt into there. And we did have a piece of the, looks like, of the jacket that exited out through the nose and penetrated through the skull. So certainly you're going to die. You're gonna die taking a round to the head like that. It seems so unnecessarily brutal even compared to like 30-30. Just don't get executed in Russia, dude. Jesus. Next up, we have Thailand. Now, the question is, how would Thailand execute somebody? It's actually quite interesting. So what we have here is we have the person we executed is tied up against a post, and their back is facing towards the shooter, which is a machine gun that is clamped into a vise. We then have a sheet that is between the accused and the shooter so that they don't have to watch the person getting shot. Now, originally they used an older submachine gun that was quite loud, and they would fire a burst of 15 rounds of FMJ into their back until they hopefully died. They wouldn't always die. But apparently that really scared the prisoners because they could hear the automatic gunfire, so they switched over to an MP5 SD, which is very, very quiet. As you know, the SD stands for super duper quiet. So the execution method for Thailand is 15 rounds from a submachine gun into the back through a sheet. Now they paint a target on the sheet to ensure that they're hitting the person correctly. Now we don't have an MP5 SD, so what we are using is an MP5 with a suppressor, firing subsonics. We're gonna get the exact same ballistic effects.
Right.
So let's get shooting.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know Thailand executed people like that. That's amazing. Who the fuck was it? I think it was fucking North Korea that executed people by artillery, like anti-tank artillery. I hope that's what we're coming up with right now. I hope it's anti-tank artillery, because I remember hearing about North Korea doing that. I may be wrong, though.
That's so bad. I don't like that at all. Makes me feel very uncomfortable. There's slugs going through the heart, partially exiting, cracking the sternum. You're dead. Come here. Look at the back right here, Micah. Like, look at all 15 rounds right there. That is death. It's just brutal. I feel like there's a cleaner way to do it with a gun, and it's not 15 rounds from a submachine gun into the back. I mean, they don't do this anymore, but
they should. It's fucking awesome.
It just felt wrong. Okay, conclusion for Thai execution method. 10 out of 10 do not want it to happen. So far, I'm taking the 4 rounds of 30-30. What about you, Micah?
I'll take the 4 rounds 30-30. Then this, then the Makarov.
Makarov very last. It seems so unnecessary. Now, our Thai guy right here is pretty injured, but he's not dead yet. So we're gonna do another American special. This is a specialty of the Navy SEALs. We're gonna do what's called a canoe. Is it a authorized killing under the laws of armed conflict or a war crime? That's not for me to decide. I'm just going to show it to you. So what it is when a combatant's on the ground and is still alive, a safety round is put under the chin, through the head, and then apparently will create that canoe-like effect.
Why is it called a safety round?
Just to make sure they're dead, because you don't want them like popping up the gun or pulling a grenade, something like that. You just want to make sure they're not alive. Safety round. Lives are expensive, ammo's cheap. Give them another round. And of course, we'll be using the HK-416, which is was one of the weapons of choice of the Navy SEALs, as authentic as possible with the actual military ammo. I can't wait. Interested to see what it looks like. Oh!
It's because it opens up the entire face to look like a canoe.
He canoed him!
It just opened him up, dude.
It's a literal canoe. There's like a perfect, U going in his face.
Let's give him another one. You ready?
You're not satisfied with the result?
I'm just... Dang. Yeah, that's, extremely, that's it, man.
That'll do it.
I see why they call it a canoe.
Well, there you have it. Now we're probably going to do the most famous execution to have ever occurred. Bonnie and Clyde, specifically that bitch Bonnie. If you're not familiar with Bonnie and Clyde, they were outlaws, and a posse was sent down after them, led by Frank Hammer. What a badass name. Now, we do know from varying accounts, or we believe...
Might finish this later. I'm a bit hungry. I think it is time